Hello. 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 I'm back. It's me, John Racist. Insert sound here. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. This is, I feel like a DJ, you know, like. Ew, 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 ew. Everybody put your hands in the air. Let's go. Where's the good news? Right here. I got it right here. Hey, hey, hey. Wait. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Allow me to indulge in some storytelling. Story time. Are you all ready for Anne's story? I don't know if you can tell, but we have Gran Turismo 7 running in the background here. That's just going to be B-rolls as it runs there. Love that. Welcome in, Ice-T. Draven! Draven! This dude with the IRL word ban. Now, you banned Toyota. I can't say that word. But I'ma say Totoya. And there's nothing you can do about that. Totoya. Toyota. I said Toyota, as in a Yoda. You know, baby Yoda. Toyota. Toyota. I got a bunch of Toyotas in my drawer. I have them tied up. Toybota. Toybota. How can we forget the goat, the Top Gear Toybota, the indestructible Toybota Hilux. Damn it, the guy banned Totoya as well. God damn it, Taichi. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you had a good week. You should have said Atoyot. Yeah, that's Toyota. That's hey, you almost got me there. Hey, I'm gonna throw hands. The reverse of that. Atoyot, yeah. Atoyot. Atoyot. It's basically, hang on, it's like an anagram. Atoyot, if you just take the A and put it back, it becomes, you know what I mean? Ice-T, congrats on AES as well. What did I do for AES again? What happened? Did I do something? Last of my AES involvements was with the race room endurance race, which the one I fumbled the final lap at, that one, yeah. That didn't go well. But other things went very well this weekend, and I'm very happy. And I do want to talk about it. Today I am going to talk about it. I'm going to share the whole experience because it's been a wild ride. And like the title says, it's been perhaps the best thing I've ever done in my entire sim racing career. Like, for once, look at this drip. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. Is the drip dripping? Is it dripping? Is it dripping wet? You better be. This is amazing. I like it. It's clean, it's slick, hella dripping. Oh, the lucky draw, you voted for me. Ha! I didn't win it, unfortunately. But you know who did win something? Mr. Draven himself. Mr. 12 months in a row subscription. Goddamn. 12 months, man. Can't believe it's been a year. I've known this guy for a little over a year. Man's kickstarted my iRacing career. Man's supporting me so enthusiastically for the entire year, and he's seen me grow into what I am. He invested hard in this little Indian dude from that country between Singapore and Thailand. Welcome in, fellows. Welcome in. But yeah, we are gonna check out GT7 in a bit, right? But what do you guys think? Should we do some GT7 a bit and then do story time, or should we do story time first and then go back to GT7? As you already can figure, I'm standing. I am not with the wheel. And even if I were with the wheel, I wouldn't be able to GT7 with the wheel. So I'm back on controller. El controlar. So I will be trigger braking and I will be wiggling to move the car. It's been a while. It has been a hot minute. I am also sorry the lighting is god awful because my lighting solution for when I'm standing is not great. I just have one IKEA lamp here, one IKEA lamp there. It's not bright enough, to be honest. Story time, let's go. Hey, also guess what? I worked on a thumbnail for the very first time. If y'all check on the YouTube feed, y'all might see the thumbnail I'm talking about. Tell me what you think about it. I need feedback. Give me feedback. The content creator is strong. You controller. Hey! How dare you? Respect the controller. Respect your origins. You know, respect. Gotta respect where you come from. Oh, the ambulance. Alright, what's new? What do I not have in I can't say the word. In this Japanese brand, which I like a lot. Which I have to say for reasons that might get me a sponsorship from said brand. Oh, hang on, that. Hurry up and get to Australia. I can take you to Bathurst. I would love to. I would love to hurt my butt at the butt hurt circuit. I would love to do that. Also, my hair is just whack today because there is an fan just blasting in my face. Never mind. Not up! Hi, not up! It's me! It's John Racist. I have a cup of tea. I am saying a lot of things that don't make sense, but y'all, that's what y'all love me for. There is some strong Chinese tea from China. No, like actually, this is Chinese tea from China. A friend of mine gave it to me. China. Draven, guess what? You won monies. You didn't just win a race room all day pass and an AES shirt. You also won money. Like $150 worth of money. Which is awesome. Have AES reached out to you about that? Anything? Also, yeah, make yourselves comfortable, everyone. Let's wait for a few of our friends to jump in, and we'll do story time in a bit. But for now, let's just check out what I've been missing out on in GT7. We're only going to do a bit. We're just going to explore a little bit for like an hour or so, and then we're going to jump into story time. I want to recap what's been happening over the weekend. So let's just get right to it. Yeah, they also said they won't send it here. Figures. Did you tell them your plan B? Were they okay with it? To be honest, I am shy to ask them, so... I mean, they asked you. They didn't ask me. I mean, you got to tell them that you wanted to give it to me, and then I, on the other hand, will say that I will keep it. If I ever come to Bathurst, I will bring it for you. I mean, if you ever visit Malaysia, dude, I'm definitely bringing you karting. I'm going to bring you to the race room center. I'm going to bring you to a bunch of places. Is the microphone being loud right now? Because like the fan is being very annoying right now. The fan is just like blasting on it. There we go. Yeah, Nissan Qashqai. Which one of these makes it less ugly? Neither. None of it. Let's go for the red one, I guess. Oh, it's hideous. None, exactly. What happened to my wheel? It's right there. It's right there. It's right there to my right off the frame. You can't really see it. It's right there. My other wheel is in this box over there. It's waiting for its new buyer to buy it. I've told them, yes, nice. Do we have any other Nissans? Now, there are a lot of cars to buy because I've missed like 4 or 5 updates up to this point. None of them matter. None of them matter at all. If we're being honest, let's be honest. None of them matter. I've seen this car in person. This car exists in Malaysia. I've seen this roaming around the streets a couple times. It's pretty cute. Makes no sense though. Doesn't justify why it belongs in the game. My cousin has this car. She's a doctor. Why is a doctor car in here? She's got 2 kids. And this is like the family vehicle. When I think Gran Turismo, I don't think Honda CR-V. Look. We're here. The stream is for a very different purpose. Y'all know my rant. I'm not gonna waste any energy ranting about the game anymore. Enough is enough. It is what it is. Mazda CX-5. So depressing. To be fair, the CX-5 is the better among the lot. It is the one I would buy personally if I were to buy an SUV. God damn it! They've got me. They are hooking me in. The good graphics is luring me in. No, snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Do not justify this shenanigan. The soccer mom car, exactly. Does Subi have anything new? No. Yeah, we literally have to go through every single brand because now you can see the new label highlighted on some manufacturers. Not all of them are real because the new tag only applies to the latest. Oh, that is a beautiful color. Midnight Purple 3. Oh, are you seeing the shine? On the Millennium Jade. Holy cow. Jesus. Oh, I forgot how good this game looks. Oh my god. Oh, but that Midnight Purple though. Oh my god. Gran Turismo 4 flashbacks. It's gotta be Midnight Purple. It's gotta be Midnight Purple. It's 3 million! That's expensive. For a Skyline. God damn. Silverstone for GT3s this week on the iRaces. Oh, I will check that out. At this point, I'm just gonna do one of each series races. I think I only have one more Porsche Cup and one more GR86 to get free money. And then we are $8 richer. And then next week I gotta do, oh yeah, Optima. One more Optima race and then we're rich. We're rich! Not to hate, but the sounds that GT7 makes sounds like the Wang and Midnight arcades. That reminds me of that. GT7 sounds are pretty good, to be honest. Oh yes, the Daihatsu Midget, or its Suzukian cousin, the Suzuki Carry KC. Whatever happened to the OG Midget? The OG Midget that had a nose ring, you know, the Daihatsu Midget. Nose ring because it had its spare tire on the front and it looked like a... Some call it a clown, some call it a nose ring. I'm on the nose ring side of things. I just think it looks cute. The paint makes it expensive. Yeah, Midnight Purple, dude. Beautiful color. I forgot how much I also miss the Gran Turismo car music. This is gonna get demonetized so hard on YouTube, but I can't give 2 fricks. I can't give 2 middle fingers or more if I had extra to that. What am I missing? What's happening? What's happening? I can save fuel in game with this, you mean? Not exactly. In pretty much every way, I am better on wheel compared to controller. I mean, if you give me a choice to get a pink car, I'm going to take the pink car. What do you expect? What do you expect? I am going to grind GT7, but not in the way you'd expect. I'm not going to do online much. I can't right now because I still have not yet gotten any... I haven't gotten PS Plus yet, so I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered either. I think this is only this wheels. Yeah, no, it's not a manufacturer. I can use the monies from my prize for your iRacing cell. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, you're right. That will go to the end of the year iRacist fund when Black Friday hits. Definitely. Thank you very much, Raven. Thank you very much. Speaking of money, if you know, you know. But we'll get to that. For those who don't know, are you living under a rock? But also, don't worry, I'll get to that. Let's just enjoy GT7 for a bit. Y'all enjoying this beautiful Gran Turismo 7 music? So good. Jag. Alright, anyone who's played Gran Turismo more than me, can y'all like just hit me with a heads up on whatever car that I may not yet have? So I can kind of speed this up. What was like the last car that I was like genuinely excited for? I know that there's a Peugeot. There's a Peugeot. There is a goat car. Another SUV, but you know, there it is. It's got to be the orange one. Do I have the vans? I think I have all the vans. I have the Hiace, I have the Alphard, I have the Ecna Labma, I have all of them. I mean, when I last stopped playing the game, at that point in time, I had every single car in the game. So, assuming that 4 or 5 updates have passed with at least 3 cars in each of them, I am probably missing up to maybe 20-ish cars that I have not bought. There we go, right there. Is this a van? Is the Kangoo a van? Is the Kangaroo a van? This is sad. This is so sad and so pathetic. I look at this thing and you know what it reminds me of? You know what? Gotta go for the DHL yellow. I have to go. You know what this car reminds me of? You wanna know what this car reminds me of? I look at this thing and I'm like, autoclass replace, autoclass replace. Autoclass replace. That's what I think of when I see this damn car. I don't know if y'all seen the GT7 memes, but I absolutely love it. That was your first ever delivery parcel van. Really? The Kangoo? No new Bogotatas. Not surprised. Is there anything else I'm missing, you guys? I'm just gonna go... Ooh, one thing I do need to check is the used car dealer. There's probably a bunch there. Hold up, there's a Lancia Delta Integrale rally car, like the actual one. Speaking of which, there we go. Got some Citroen BX. Ooh, this is the one that looks very much like a Proton Saga, which was my mum's first car. I'm willing to give this one a pass because it looks like my mom's first ever car and it looks very similar to a Proton Saga. It's uncanny. It's uncannily a Proton Saga. Anything else? Oh yeah, I forgot that the used car dealership goes on rotation, so you can't get everything all at once. Is there a Koenigsegg in GT7? 9. Can't afford a PS5. Okay, any expensive cars we can buy? No, is the answer. Very sad. What else am I missing though? For real, what else am I missing? Yeah, I've got $13 million. I want to blow it on stuff before I blow it all on cars that do not matter at all. I know there's been a bunch of like VGT. Okay, there we go. Here's a car I can get my head around. The OG C5 Z06. The Le Mans winning Corvette in its raw form. Yeah, this one is neat. This is very neat. This is neat. This is slick. I like this. I like this one. I like it very much. Hang on. I have a better way to like filter through the cars that we don't have. That's the Honda Civic, isn't it? The RCR. Yep, the garage. I think this is all in Murica. Anything McLaren, Lewis, VW, perhaps? Have I shown y'all my book? My first ever car book that I had as a child was a book on Corvettes, and that's the book that got me in love with Corvettes. It's the reason why I hold Corvettes to such high regard, and I love them, and I know a lot about them. Have there been any new Ferraris? Oh wait, yeah, there was the 812 Superfast. I don't know about you, but this car looks pretty fast. Alright. The age-old decision. Rosso Corsa or Rosso Scuderia? Which one? They're so different. It's so hard to choose. It's so hard to choose. Like if I had a gajillion dollars, if I was a billionaire and this is the hardest decision in life. Choosing between Rosso Corsa and Rosso Scuderia. Which would you choose? They're so different. A man of my tastes, I'm spending a lot of money on a color, on a car, and you have to pick just the right one. It can't be too red, but it also can't be too red. You know what I'm saying? Which is it? Which is it? Which is the better of the reds? Yeah. So we're gonna take the wise man decision and go yellow. I like the way you think, Draven. Yellow. Cause it was all yellow. Do they have the Toro Rosso? Do they have the Tototoso? I think they do. I think I have it. It was a legend car, if I'm not mistaken. I think. This is all hypothetical. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Imagine if Koenigsegg joins the GT3 racing scene. I doubt that'll ever happen because Koenigsegg is too good for this world. They literally are. Oh, hang on. Skoda. Skoda's in here. Okay. I don't know why. I was low-key expecting a Skoda SUV, or a hatchback, not that damn VGT. I'm so done. Fiat. Anything in the Fiat? A-Bath. Yellow won Le Mans after all. It did, didn't it? Oh yeah, the 499p. It did. Anything new in the Beamer? Any new beams? Beamsy? Is there a new Maca? Right, I think now the only cars I'm missing are the legendary cars and the few second-hand cars which I can't buy right now because they're not in the store. Hello. Vantage. Oh, where is British Racing Green? Okay, no, hang on. This looks so sexy. Arizona Bronze, like a James Bond type car. The name's Chan. 00 Chan. Hello, everybody. This is my car. I'm Kermit. You never thought I could afford a Aston Martin, but look what you have here. I have a Kermit Green limited edition Aston Martin. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Aston Martin Racing Green. I mean, oh my god. Hang on, this is sexy, dude. Satin Aston Martin Racing Green. Yes. What a gorgeous thing. Go for the Lance Stroll color. This one? The Aston Martin Racing Team. Or should I say the Fernando Alonso Racing Team. Oh yeah, the Valkyrie's in this game. Forgot about that. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's probably a few more. Okay, no, yeah. Okay, I think we have gotten every single car that we can buy right now. What are we? Yeah, 490 cars. Oh wait, no. 535 out of 539 cars. Would you look at that? I already know what one of it is. It's the Lancia Delta rally car. Aha! I know this one. It's the Mercedes Unimog. It's the Unimog Unitruck. This is the... wait. Hang on. If this is the Lancia Delta, then what's this one? What shoe is? Okay, it's some other old French hatchback. Okay. Oh, this is French. Okay. A French hatchback, the Unimog, the Lancia Delta rally car. And what's the... Oh, is it a Honda Civic? It's a Honda Civic. It's a Honda Civic. It's a Civic, isn't it? It's a Civic. The Civic, is it the Civic C? The Civic C, senor. That's the one, right? The Civic SI, or I like to call it the C. Some call it the F. Yeah, the F, the EFF. I believe that is the one. Yeah, we got the EC, we got the other EC, we got the other EC. We got a lot of Civics, a lot of Honda Civics. We got the FL5, we got the other Civic. We got the other Civic, we got another Civic. There's a bunch of Civics. Yeah, we got the Civic, and then you got the... There's probably a couple more Civics that I missed, but they're all there. They're all very civil, as Civics should be. There we go. Another Civic. All the Civics. You think it's the EF also? Yeah, innit? What do we have here? Cafe. Oh yeah, cafes give you free stuff for doing nothing at all. There we go. Very bottom. There's probably one there. Aha! There we go. Okay. Oh, I know. It's the Peugeot 205, the base car of the 205 rally car. Okay. Okay, cool. This is blasphemy right here. That diagram down there, the Mercedes-Benz one. Somehow they've clumped together the 300 SL, I think it's the W11 or whatever it is, that old classic race car, right? Very, very historic. And the Unimog all in one group, and somehow there's a similarity between the three. Explain. Fine, indulge me. What do these three cars have in common? Let's play a fun game I like to call... What? Try to figure out how this makes sense. 1000 horsepower dirt Pikes Peak monster. A Suzuki double Hayabusa welded concept car. And your uncle's off-roader. What do they have in common? If I know. This collection is a shining testament to Suzuki's expertise in creating compact cars. I'm sorry, compact? Did they just call the Escudo back there compact? Anyway. The company was founded by Michio Suzuki in 1920, initially specializing in looms for Japan's thriving textile industry. Damn, okay. Michio's passion for cars began at a young age, leading him to build his first automobile in 1955. Called the Suzulite, beautiful name, it was a harbinger of what would soon define Japan's unique K-car segment. Since then, Suzuki has gone on to create a string of standout budget-friendly vehicles such as the Alto and the Jimny. And through it all, one theme has remained constant, a passion for compact efficiency. One vehicle that embraced this theme to the maximum limit was the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo, powered by a hybrid system that paired 3 electric motors with a Hayabusa engine. The Suzuki VGT was a lightweight 2-seater that took its cues from the Swift Sport and the Cappuccino. Naturally, you can't talk about Suzuki without mentioning the Jimny, a true masterpiece of Japanese off-road engineering. The Jimny Sierra took that legacy even further, shattering K-car traditions, being designed with global ambitions. Its astounding all-terrain performance surpassed even that of its larger four-wheel drive competition. Suzuki has earned a reputation for its impressive four-wheel drive machines at the legendary Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. Nothing captured that spirit better than the V6 Escudo, which possessed a 986.2, that point 2 is very important, horsepower inside a 1,764-pound body. Today, Suzuki continues to push the boundaries of what small cars can achieve and shows no sign of slowing down. You can say that again, their cars may be small, but that rear wing on that Escudo, whoo boy, that is anything but small. Do you see the size of that rear wing? My dude, that rear wing is the length of the entire Suzuki Jimny. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. How are they going to spin up a historic story about the Unimog? I am very intrigued. Suzuki, small cars, unaffordable price! Yes, especially for us in Malaysia. I'm roasting GT7 hard. Yeah, I wouldn't say roast. I'm critiquing. I'm being harsh. You critique something because you love it. You scold your children because you love them, alright? Yay, an engine which I'm never gonna use. Suzuki Swift Sport. Yeah, I'm never gonna use it. Yay! Clap, clap. There's my van, my 1,000 horsepower van. Don't mind it. Perfectly fine. Perfectly normal. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's not the W11. It's the W196. I'm way off. I'm off by 185. I'm off. Way off. Ah, beautiful Ferrari 250 GTO. Huayra, my baby. Hello. Porsche. Hello. Hello 155. Hello. Hello. Hello cappuccino. Hello. Hello cutie. Hello my cutie patootie. My pootie patootie patootie pootie. Hello Moose. Hello Ford. Hello other Ford. Hello Corvette. Hello Miata. Hello TVR. Hello Porsche. Hello all of you. I have returned. It is good to see you all. Hello GT3 Alphard. 700 horsepower. LFA swapped GT3 Alphard. I remember you. You show up in my dreams every once in a while. Ah, it is good to see you, lot. It is very good to see you. What would you put in? Oh, what would I put in for Suzuki? Cappuccino. I would put in the Cappuccino, the Swift, and the Jimny, because I think those are the three quintessential Suzuki cars. They're all K cars. They all embody the Suzuki philosophy. They're all famous. They're all somewhat sporty, somewhat utilitarian, somewhat your average Joe's car. Anyone who's anyone would get those car. You know what I'm saying? I was actually asking for Merc. Ooh. Sauber C9, the W196, and Hamilton's F1 car, which is for whatever reason not in this game, but it was a GT Sport. If it was here, I would put that in as well. Those are like the pinnacle of Mercedes historic racing machines. Like if you want to group them based off racing heritage, make them all based off racing heritage. If you want them all to be like just basic consumer cars that embody a philosophy, just make them all layman's cars. Don't put one racing car and then two other random ass cars. You know what I'm saying? There's one or the other. One or the other is what I'm saying. Alright, it's been a while since I have drove my personal favorite car of all time, the Lexus Lifa. What a car. Are you all ready for some sound? Some very good sound. Also, do we have our friends here? Enough folks in here? We'll do story time. When will I bring back Goody T300? I'm still considering it, Narab, honestly. Eventually. I think, here's what I think. I want to keep it until the 6 hours of Indianapolis, which is on 6th of September, right? So on 7th of September, the magic is coming off and the T300 is going back in, because on 13th of September, just 1 week after that, is the quarterfinals. So I have 1 week to really grind with the wheel at home. But until then, I'm just gonna controller, because iRacing is more important, man. You say whatever you want. I can make do with the controller for now, as I will demonstrate. Observe. Hey, in my defense, now bear with me. It's been a while since I've driven with the controller. It's been many years, in fact. Let's see if I still got it. Oh. Okay, hold up. I forgot the sensitivity is all over the place. Let me decrease this. This doesn't matter. Assist settings. TC, ABS, abs default, brake indicator, place car, yada 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 yada. Turn traction control off, auto drive. We're fine. We're fine. I'm fine. Not gonna lie, this is, hang on, this is very weird. Okay, now look, I have been playing GT7 on controller for a bit after I got a PS5, right? But I never really liked it because the motion steering just didn't sit right with me. Like, there was this dead zone when you bring it back to center, which I hated. And no matter how much you change the sensitivity, look at how much I'm steering, by the way. I'm only tilting it like 45 degrees in either direction, but it's going full opposite lock. So that is wild. I remember with the DualShock 4, it was a lot better and a lot more linear, so I could drive it like if I turned this much, it would turn that much in game, almost. So this is a PS5 specific issue. Yeah, I have no control of the car right now. It's so complicating. Yeah, this is not like how I remember. It's not this snappy. Noise! Really makes you grateful, huh? For having force feedback. Imagine me 2 years ago, just a mere 2 years ago, I was fighting with the likes of Iqbal Suji, Taj Ayman, Danny, the lot, using this. Nothing but a simple plastic controller. I was 2 seconds slower, but still, the fact that I put the fight up to those guys using a controller was huge, even back then. Yeah, the steering is just off right now. Steering, let's go with the left stick. And then R2L2 for that, okay. Okay, still gonna be pretty weird, but at least it'll be a lot smoother. There we go, I didn't crash that wall there. So my main track of focus is going to be Deep Forest. Like, I'm primarily going to be focusing on Deep Forest, because that's going to be the track we're going to be using for the quarterfinals. You all gotta understand, I'm not playing GT7 for fun here. The only reason I'm hopping back onto GT7 is literally just to practice for TGR. If I wanted to have fun, I can still have fun on PC. There's LMU, there's iRacing for that. Okay. Steering with the stick ain't so bad. But yeah. This brings me back to my PS2 days when I used to play. Before I adopted to the motion control steering, when I still was using the thumbstick to steer. That's what it was like. I forgot how much I love this car. You honestly feel so much with just the controller. Like, you feel understeer, you feel the limit of grip, like you feel the tires scrubbing so well, you feel the ABSing and the tires slipping. For people who really are on a budget and are willing to sink the time to master this control method, it will really pay off. That was me 2 years ago. But yeah, arguably the motion steering was far better, because when it came to steering, you just kind of had to treat it like it was a real car. You steered like you would with your arms instead of your thumb. You steered with your wrists, with your shoulders. The proportions made sense, whereas now here you kind of have to use a bit of thumb muscle memory, if you can call it that, to turn the exact amount before you feel the haptic motors starting to rumble. And that tells you that you're on the tire's limit, and you just kind of have to hold that thumbstick at that angle. If you steer any more, you're just kind of going to veer off. You're going to understeer. Yeah, the PS5 is really... The PS4s did not have anywhere near the sophistication of the haptic motors, but just because of the ease of controllability, I would pick the DualShock 4 over this any day of the week. I need my motion steering, man. Hot lap start. Another thing I need to re-familiarize myself is with the GT7 track limits. I know that for the most part, it's just the edge of the curb. So I can be a lot more lenient and I can attack curbs more vigorously. But I still need to be careful here and there. Ooh, that was quick. I messed up the hairpin though. .34.6, I reckon I can do a 34 flat. I don't understeer. Turn 1, that is. How does GT7 feel on the wheel? It feels fantastic. It is actually one of the better, if not one of the best games on a wheel, because it tells you a lot. It tells you a lot of information. Look at that. I am faster on the LFA on a controller than the Huayra on a wheel. Coincidence? I think not. There's no way. I'm a second behind a Porsche 911 GT3. There's no way. And I'm on sport mediums. Crazy. Crazy. Love this car. Do I have Totoya Yaris? I reckon I do. I have Supra 142. But these are old update. Do I have anything more recent? Yaris. No. Yeah. Slowest I have is the GR86. I mean, it's the Supra, not the Yaris. Alright, guys. Should we go to story time? It is story time. Yes, let's go. Story time. I am going to ungame the game. It is story time. Story time, story time, story time. I'm just gonna mute my thingamajig. I think I will have to open like a separate browser source for it. But how do I put it on the... You know what, never mind. Figure it out. Okay, anyway, let's see. So I've got right now the MAM. Here's what we're going to do first of all, right? we're gonna. Okay, let me just run y'all through first. Let me just run y'all through what happened. So, me, ya boy. So a lot of things happened over the weekend. One of them was, you know what? Actually, let me just turn off my PS5 while we're doing this into rest mode. That's good. So, I joined a couple of sim racing tournaments this weekend. And they were no small sim racing tournaments. They were, if anything, two of the biggest, baddest, greatest sim racing events in the country in 2025. I already fumbled one, the Porsche Esports Sprint Challenge. Big time fumble, and that in the semi-finals too. Qualifying 3, but we all know it's semi-finals. Big old fumbly do there. And then some other things happened. And then TGR was next on my watch. I really wanted to go for that. Since 2022, I have joined it for the very first time. Even back then, I was on controller. 2022, controller. 2023, still controller. 2024, I qualified on controller, and then for the quarterfinals, I did it on the wheel. And then on the wheel, I fumbled it. And that was the only year I did not get into the semifinals. Wait, no. That was 2023. I still got into semi-final. 2024, which was last year. That was the year I did not get into the semi-final. I got knocked out in the quarterfinals. Hence, no shirt. This year, as you can see, we got a shirt. But it's not the quarterfinals though, because the format is a bit different. This year, instead of just having the entire tournament on Gran Turismo, qualifier on Gran Turismo, and then straight to the quarterfinals, semi-final, final, they had 3 rounds of qualifiers for no reason at all. Because they did expand on the categories. They had a junior class from those up till I think 15 years of age, and then a club class, which is like a rookie amateur class-ish, and then a pro class, which is the best of the best, which is what I'm in. So because they divided these things, the qualifier rounds were basically the entire championship for the junior and club classes. So our boys Ethan from Pepega, and Yongjin, also from Pepega, dominated and won the entire championship for junior and club classes respectively. So huge shout out to them. Those guys are amazing. As for the club class, that's where I come in. I am perhaps the only Pepega. Okay, no, it's me and Ethan. Ethan is also allowed to join the pro class. So me and Ethan are the only 2 pro class Pepegas contending for whatever that's left in the pro standings that we can. So it's quite tight. So as I mentioned as well, round 1 of the qualifiers was on Race Room, Formula 3 on Sepang. Top 10 of the qualifiers go into a race where you battle for points and monies and for cool stuff, prizes and whatnot. But those only give you like a point boost in the overall championships, which only boost your chances of getting into the quarterfinals. Once you reach the quarterfinals, it's a different story altogether. The top 40, which is what is decided now, top 40, and I'm in the top 40. I'm overall P11 somehow I ended up, which is amazing. That's as highest as I've ever been in overall qualifiers in any TGR so far till date, which is great. I'm pleased with that. So from here on, the format is predictable. It's the same as it has been every year. Top 40 go into quarterfinals. The 40 get broken down into teams of 4, 10 each. In each group of 10, the top 5 move into the semi-finals. So you basically just have to be average and above 5. You just have to be in the top 5, not in the bottom 5. Simple enough. Go to semi-finals. Semi-finals, the top 20 are split into 2, 10 and 10 each. Top 5, same thing. Top 5 from each go into the finals. And then the top 10 there in the finals duke it out for one last battle to the death. For glory, for victory, and for many monies. That is why we all do this. We all, you know, I know, we all know. That's why we do this. Anyway, so now that I'm in the quarterfinals, as I mentioned, round 1 was on Race Room. Round 2 was on Assetto Corsa, Fuji Speedway Supra GT500 for the pro class. It was the Toyota GR86 GT300 car for the junior and club classes. And then round 3, of course, the infamous iRacing GR86 at Okayama International Circuit, which I was very timid and unconfident. The one that I perhaps did the longest stream I've ever done. The most effort I've put into one stream, just grinding for an arbitrary position, and I barely got away with the top 10 by a couple thousandths of a second. Only for it to be kind of swept under the rug. With a sudden last-minute format change, I had to hustle for the next 12 hours again. And from the top 10, from barely top 10, I managed to squeeze into the top 5. Only, I think, was it 4 tenths behind P1, less than half a tenth behind Mr. Naqib Aslan, which is humbling to say the least. So yeah, I made it to the top 10, which means I was invited to the final round, the final race for that particular qualifier. So every qualifier top 10 has a race, to get extra points for the quarterfinals. So I was invited to that race, which was last weekend on Saturday. So me being part of the top 10 for the first time ever in my life, racing with these guys that I've raced against and looked up to for so long, for the longest time. Also, I realized this is ugly. Let me just... Hang on. Hold up. Shit. So sorry. This is an ugly box. Hang on, let me get rid of this box. Hold on now. Let me just do something about that. I think I got something to do there. Let me just... Yeah, boy. Yeah. I think right, if I think if I do that, and then streamception. Hello, my bad. Hang on, let me just do that. Let me just okay, that works. That's fine, perfectly fine. Wait, no, I think that's wrong. Wait, no, I gotta delete that. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. I'm sorry. Hang on. Hang on. Let me cook. Let me figure this out. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There we go. Haha. There we go. Okay. There we go. That is MAM's Facebook page. Oh no. I've done something very bad. What have I done? Oh dear God. Okay. No, we're fine. Story got cut. Where was I? My train of thought is lost. The train has left the station. Choo-choo! Someone call it back, please. Buy another ticket. Your ticket is invalid as of now. The train has officially left El Estación. Remind me, where were we in the story again? What was the plot? Again. Please. Y'all know I have short-term memory loss. My skidoodle did my skidaddle. If you want to doodle, you can dingle on my dongle. There we go. Okay, there we go. Something more appealing on the side there while I yap. Story got cut. Okay, where did the story got cut? There's some good tea, man. Ooh. Can I go refill my tea real quick? It's empty. My tea is empty. You can't even see it. It's empty. Let me go refill my tea real quick. Hang on. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, where was I? Where did I leave the story? I forgot. Daddy boy. Wait, wrong sound effect. Everyone put your hands together for Mr. Daddy boy. My guy right here won the other sim racing championship that was happening at the same time as MAM and TGR, the Unleashed Youth Sim Racing Tournament 2025. Awesome thing. It is basically a TGR ripoff, but instead of being sponsored by Toyota, they actually just used a bunch of different cars. So it was basically a Gran Turismo tournament, which is Danny's home turf. He came, he hit a home run, and he clinched the championship. Man's got P1. How much did you win, man? 8K? That 8 buckaroonies. 8,000 buckaroo. Buck-skilly-doos, goddamn. 6 million? Oh, 6K there. Whoo, got me worried there. 6K, that's a lot of money. Man swept the competition with his tire dust and burnt rubber exhaust fumes and brought home 6,000 dilly-doos. Awesome stuff. My boy Akil, he's not here. I wish he was here. I'm so happy for him. He also got P2. I'm so damn happy for him. Finally. And was it someone else who was in P3? Was it Azvira? Azvira in P3. All three very good friends of mine, folks I've known and raced against in GT7 tournaments over the years. And I'm glad to just see them succeed, man. I'm glad to see them just, really make the most out of these opportunities while they have it. I'm so happy for y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Not easy, man. Everyone was fast yesterday. I saw the broadcast. I didn't see everything, but I saw the final race at Le Mans. Okay, quick recap, right? Put my story aside. A quick recap of what happened yesterday in the final race of the Unleashed Sim Racing Tournament. It was a reverse grid race at Le Mans. Audi R18 LMP1 car, the old one, the one with the hybrid, the one that won the Le Mans race. Because it was reverse grid, Danny went from last to fourth before he even hit the straight at Le Mans. P10 to P4 in like 5 corners. Can you imagine? Crazy. My boy Zarith Aram was holding the fort on the front for quite some time until he got inevitably murdered by a very, very clumsy dive bomb by another driver whom shall not be named. No hate to him. I think it's just an honest mistake. It's fine. But yeah, it sucks for him. He could have won that easily. But yeah, the comeback though, the comeback from you, Danny, from Akil, from Azvira, and also Adam. Adam recovered despite the shenanigan and ended in P3 on a podium. Very much deserved. I'm super happy for all the people that I was rooting for. I wasn't rooting for any one person. You're all my friends. I'm rooting for all of y'all. I just want y'all to do good. I don't want y'all to get your race messed up. I know how much it means to y'all. Y'all have put so much effort. And God, it was just tense, man. It was tense watching it. I was so scared on the last lap, not gonna lie. Was it raining? Or did the tires just wear out and everyone was just sliding? Literally on the last lap, there was like 4 or 5 cars who just spun. It was crazy. There was drama. The whole Farisman with his tires getting cooked. That was why Adam was able to get P3, and we were like, yes! We were so happy for him, man. Oh boy, but well deserved, man. Well deserved. Congratulations. Enjoy the spoils. Go on holiday. Time to get some racing boots. Perhaps. I'm trying to preserve the rears. Yeah, good strategy anyway. I mean, that's the thing anyway, right? If you're following someone, you try not to, especially in GT7, especially in Gran Turismo, where the tire wear is just insane. If you're following someone and you don't want to constantly make a move, just lift and coast. It's the best way to preserve tires. Whereas the person in front who is stressed out at you possibly trying to make a move, they will burn their tires out a little bit more playing defensive. It's mind games. It's all mind games, but it does affect driving style and it does affect tire wear, which in the long term affects how long they can stay out on track, how long and how well they're able to preserve their pace. It really is a matter of cat and mouse. It's whoever is able to preserve the tires better and longer eventually will win, as was the case with Farisman. I think Farisman, by their final lap, he just cooked his tires. I think they were fully red. By the way, he was just sliding all over the place. He slid so many times on the Porsche curbs. It was so unfortunate. But yeah, but it's probably an oversight, but that's the thing. So massive congratulations again to Danny, Akil and Azwira for clinching 1, 2 and 3 in the Unleashed Championship. Awesome to y'all. And yeah, back to the story. I think I remember where I was just now. We're getting there, Danny. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, Danny, give me a quick refresher there. Okay, so top 10. I'm in the top 10. This was the first round where I actually managed to get into the top 10 of the third qualifier. I didn't manage to get into the finals for the first qualifier on Race Room, nor the second qualifier on Assetto Corsa. I think I barely got knocked out in the top 20 on the final night, you know, the night where everyone just shows up and pushes like hell. Everyone's unemployed for some reason, and they just spend like all night pushing on that final Sunday for that top 10 spot. But the iRacing round 3 in particular, held a personal sweet spot in my heart, partially because I wanted to get in the top 10, right? I didn't have any expectations, right? I didn't want to go to the top 10 and like, oh, prove I could do something. I just wanted to get in the top 10 to prove to myself that I could, because for the past 4 years I've been trapped in this top 20 bubble. I've never been above the top 20. 2022 top 20, 2023 top 20, 2024 top 20, 2024 top 30. Technically I got knocked out in the quarterfinals, but my pace was that of top 20. It was just a clumsy mistake that ended my journey in the quarterfinals itself. But on average, compared to all the fastest drivers in the country, I am top 20. So I've never been able to be on the level of those who are able to get in the top 10, you know? So this was my year. I was thinking, you know what? I've sacrificed so much, man. This year, I've sacrificed so goddamn much. My health, my mental health, my sleep schedule, my job, my family, my other responsibilities, my relationship with my lady, my partner, and you know, my time to play other video games just non-existent now, because if I have time to do something, I'm just gonna jump on the sim and drive. And time for myself. I've not gone on vacation in so long. I've not had me time. Sim time is me time. I've just convinced myself of that, right? No time to exercise, to keep my health in check. I've just been trying to juggle so many things. So much has happened. It wasn't as hard as last year. A lot of drama happened last year. This year, it's just me trying to battle whatever that I have to juggle. It's just me versus life thing, not me versus circumstance, which was what I would say last year was. Mentally, it was more draining on me then. Now it's just me trying to push myself to the best that I can. We got a new wheel. We got the SIMRACING wheel, which I love. It's perhaps the best addition to my sim racing journey that I could ever ask for. As Raven said, it is worth going into debt for, and I could not agree more. Yeah. Good news is I think I'm almost paid it off. With a bit of help from you will find out soon. I can pay off that wheel finally, so I'm financially free to go. So after 4 years of pushing, I had nothing to lose, and iRacing being one of those sims where it is a high commitment thing, it's a high commitment environment, it's a high commitment platform, and I already committed to this. The moment round 2 of the qualifiers ended, I already locked into round 3. Like, y'all know how badly I was complaining about, oh, I don't know what setup it's gonna be, we don't know. And I was practicing on the fixed setup and like on all the available open setups that iRacing had. In fact, for the first month, we were practicing on goddamn Mugello, because that's what we thought it was gonna be, didn't it? We practiced on Mugello because that's what it said on the damn TGR website. I sacrificed a week of my lunch money to buy Mugello, only for them to change it at the last minute to goddamn Mokkayama. Anyway, that happened. Wasted money, yes, kinda. So they changed it to Okayama at the last minute. But at that point, because I had driven at Okayama in the previous seasons quite a lot, I already was familiar with the track, which was a plus point for me. I've driven the GR86 a fair bit, which was a plus point for me. And because we were driving in Mugello a lot, it wasn't Mugello, but it was the skills and awareness that I had developed at Mugello that definitely helped me carry some of those skills over to Okayama. Some of the tendencies of the GR86 that I discovered when we were practicing, I was able to carry over. And then it was just kind of chipping it away, finding out the little nuances, the little things that make the car tick, that make the car go. And I was able to push my limits like crazy. And we had lots of benchmarks too. We had the Aslans, we had Danny, we had Ethan, we had so many people we could refer to. Taj Ayman as well, he was a big reference point for me. Me personally, I look up to Taj because he has a very unique and smooth driving style that I very closely match. I suit Taj's driving style. Like if I were to follow like Danny's goals, for example, it would be very hard for me because he has a very distinctly different driving style compared to me. So that just, it was a lot easier for me mentally to approach the challenge of trying to push to the top 10 in round 3. Carl Baronda, welcome in. Wrong sound effect, my bad. Welcome in, buddy. Am I a pro sim racer now? Yes, I am. Proudly, I could say I am. I've done a thing. There's still a long way. Let's keep it humble. Keep it. I don't want to outplay anything, but it's one thing. In the back of my head, I still can't get it out of my head. It's just luck. I got lucky. It was right place, right time. I did the bare minimum and I got away with it, Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that whole reasoning. But anyway, I made it to the top 10. It's been too long, Carl. It's been too long. I hope you're doing well. It's so good to see you. Look at us. I'm standing. Look at that. I can do squats. I got the Hawaiian pants. I'm comfortable, man. So comfortable. Also, look at that new shirt. New shirt, baby. This is 2025's TGR shirt. Toyota. Love it. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. You all are too sweet, man. So that happened. So I got to the top 10. I got the email saying you got the top 10. From a dual shock controller to a freaking rig. I know, right? Can you imagine 2 years ago I was on this thing and then now I'm on that? I'm on the damn Sim Magic. You see that Sim Magic? See that box over there? It's just magic. I've got magic in my hands and I'm making magic happen. And yeah, I pretty much made magic happen last weekend as well. So again, back to the story. We got in the top 10. And the contenders with me were basically the fastest drivers that I ever know. All of them, literally. My only hope getting in the top 10, I was very proud. I don't want to touch on the whole controversy just yet. I don't want to touch on the controversy of the qualifier just yet. But I do want to just briefly mention that I was proud of getting in the top 10 by a couple thousandths. My only expectation was to go there, to just do what I can and then just get out and just feel satisfied that I even made it to the top 10, because that is a big deal for me. This is the first time ever that I've even made it to the top 10 of my own blood, sweat and tears, like I made it by my own. So I was very proud of that already. So I had no further expectations of that beyond that, just that. I got a shirt, I'm there. Also, you get to the top 10, you already have like prize money just for getting in the top 10 of each qualifier, by the way. So I was like, okay, even if I finish last, I'm getting some compensation, some financial winnings, which will help me clear the debt on the wheel, which I was like more than happy with. And that was all I was there for, if I'm being completely honest. But of course, I pushed so hard in the qualifier. I can drive Okayama with the GR86 with my eyes shut. I know all the lines, all the defensive line, overtaking lines, risks. I knew it all. Maybe not all. If I knew it all, it would be a whole different story. But still, I practiced it so hard, so fast. Like I said, I could drive it with my eyes shut. And perhaps the biggest thing that I've been telling myself was that I downplayed my own competence for the longest time, and my therapist was pissed that I keep doing that. It's like, yeah, you don't put yourself down. You're better than you think. I'm on one hand, I am overconfident, and that ruins my performance. And on the other hand, I am underconfident, and that also ruins my performance. And I'm stuck in the middle, being neither. So on one extreme, I suck, and on the other extreme, I also, guess what, suck. So I need to find that middle ground, and thank God, the gods came together in prayer and allowed me to not suck in the actual race. Race 1, top 10. Miraculously, honestly miraculously, I qualified P5. Me, this guy, I qualified P5. I don't know how, I don't know why. I qualified P5, and that was so surprising. It caught me off guard. Do you know who I qualified ahead of? Mr. Tajonius Aimonius. Mr. Tajaiman. I qualified in front of him, and I was like, P5? In front of Tajaiman behind me? On the grid? I messed up the start, so he just, yeah, on the start he just overtook me easily, but still, I started P5, had a pretty good first lap. Started P5, Aslan's on the front, the rest of the grid was kind of spread. I was in the middle, so I was like, okay, hold up, let me cook. I might be onto something. Maybe my therapist was right. Maybe I should stop downplaying myself so much. Maybe I am pretty good, right? So I was a bit confident. Started P5, got through turn 1, got to turn 2, defended. Then turn 3, the hairpin. I was on the, where was I? I was on the outside line. There wasn't an overlap, right? There was a guy behind me. It was Alvin Shai, also one of the GT7 veterans that I've been driving for a long time against. My line towards the hairpin is a late turn in, so I can get on the throttle early and carry speed on the straight of turn 5 of Okayama. Alvin, on the other hand, saw an gap and he went for it, and because of my late turn in and his late line, he actually misjudged the braking point, went straight into me, spun me out, and I dropped down from P5 to dead last. But I fought like hell. I fought my way back up to, I believe it was P7, which was pretty good. I fought back to P7. And this is the top 10, mind you. Top 10 best drivers in the country. I fought to P10. Sure, one of them spun, but still, that was huge for me. That was huge, right? So race 1, P7. And in the pro category, there were 2 races. One was a short 15-minute sprint race, and the second one was a 25-minute, slightly longer race with a mandatory pit stop. Now, this is where things got interesting. Second race, it was a reverse grid race. So now that I ended P7, I would be starting the second race in P3. So, starting the second race in P3, yet again, I fumbled the start. Lost 1, maybe 2 positions of the start. Everyone was going hard inside defensive on lap 1 on the first corner. So I just made the rational move and swerved to the outside to the normal racing line, took a wide line around turn 1, put myself neatly on the inside of turn 2, and immediately, I think within the first lap, I was in P2, right behind Wanafik. Wanafik is another very competent, also GT7 veteran that I've known for a very long time. I was in P2 for the longest time. I bet that was mom. You know how moms are, they just knock on your door. Is it a mom or a SWAT team? I can't tell the difference sometimes. Anyway, back to the story. Where was I? I remember talking about like outside, inside, and then like I messed up start, something along those lines. Where was I? What was the plot? Where did I pause? This is the equivalent of like pausing a YouTube video and then accidentally pressing the X button, and then you have to open the tab and you have to like search the video again, and you don't know what video it is you're watching. And now I need to scrub the video to find where was that last moment that I left the video on. After I went wide, and then I became P2. Okay, race 2. Okay, yes. After first few laps, I messed up the start. Okay, yep, and then I caught up to P2. Remember the mandatory pit stop. That'll be important, right? Okay. You know what? It will be better if I just show you all. And you know what? This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time because I don't want to reveal the end of what happened on race 2 just yet. All I'm going to leave is lap 1, I started P3, messed up the start, went back to P5, but then I kept it steady through the first few corners, and then by the end of lap 1, I was P2 already behind the back marker of the reverse grid, right? Let's see what happens next, shall we? Let's see what happens next. So here I've got, okay, wait, not here. Hang on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Could you hold up? Could you wait a minute? Could you something ain't right? No signal. No, there is signal. Trust me. There is. Trust. If I just do that, oh, infinito. Alright. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to turn on the thing. Okay, I'm going to quality. Alright. Okay, do y'all see the thing here? Okay, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna put the chat on my phone so I can see where y'all is. Wait, hang on. Let me just hang on. I'm new to this. Bear with me. I'm new to this. Okay, are we back? Are you here? Are we here? There we go. That's nice. Comfy, isn't it? Okay, do y'all see the screen/stream? Okay, so this is the live broadcast of the event. Yes, it was a big deal. There was a national broadcast on television, on social media. And yeah, these are the same two hosts that have been hosting the TGR Championships for the past 5 years. They are legends. I love them. They're wonderful. They still can't pronounce my name right, but that is a different matter for a different time. It's funny. I crack up every time they try to pronounce my name. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. I know I've gone for a recap and I've stopped it just at the start of race 2. I'm going to keep y'all in suspense. I'm going to let y'all watch for yourselves and see what happened. So it's a 4.5-hour stream. It is on Facebook. If y'all want to check it out yourself, you're more than welcome to do so. MAM Malaysia's Facebook page. Do check out the stream. It is saved there. The first 2 hours is the junior and club classes. So you got, yeah, Ethan in P1 here. That's the junior class, and then you have the club class here where Yongjian won. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the start of round 2, round segundo. This right here is the start of round 2. And look at me, that's me in P5, ahead of Nequib, Taj, Nabil, Kaichang, all these heckin' amazing dudes. Literally the 4 fastest drivers in the country, right? Literally the 4 fastest drivers in the country. 3 of them are IRL racing drivers, right? And then you have GT7 veteran, Prodigy kid, also veteran, and then a newcomer underdog, you can say, Jinbin. Jinbin was very good, man. He is one of the youngest, along with Ethan, 19 years old and 15 years old respectively. Very, very impressive, man. Huge respect to them. Right, anyway. Wait, can you all hear the broadcast? Just give me a quick check if the audio and stuff is okay. Hold up, I gotta check. Is the desktop, okay, hang on, there is no desktop audio. Hang on, let me just test real quick.
In this final round.
Yappa.
No doubt a big focus is going to be
good.
on
There we go.
Aslan. the elder of the Aslan brothers, his younger brother, also competing here in this
Hey, look at that,
and
wicked.
of course, Taj Isrin Ayman, the 4-time champion of the GD Cup, is looking to add another to his championship total. But again, this is really good.
So here's what's happening here.
Machine.
So they were just kind of yapping. Wait, hang on.
You guys stay tuned on our.
Did they mention me at all? Hang on.
Makes it up 9th, and Rajmita Singh Walla just ekes it into the 10th.
Hang on, I want to see.
Afik coming in here. One of the big surprises, I think.
Wow, Young Jen,
just like Malik Fakrul makes it up 9th.
long time. They're not someone that we do not know at all. You know, ever since I stepped into Velocity.
All right, let's just see the introduction.
These names there, Victor. You know, Nabil Aslan, Taj Isrin Ayman, Alvin Chai. Man, these are legendary names.
Yeah, Chandramouli, Adnan, Wamama Afik, coming in here. One of the biggest.
He said my name. He said my name.
Coming from the qualifiers was Ian Wong. Managed to make his way into the top 10 just by the skin of his teeth there. So he ranks the oldest competitor amongst the pro class. So it's great to see that he's able to make it here in this final round. But no doubt a big focus is going to be on Naqib Aslan, the elder of the Aslan brothers, his younger brother also competing here in this competition. And of course, Taj Isrin Ayman, the 4-time champion of the GD Cup, is looking to add another. So make sure you guys stay. It's all about how to before the club.
Right.
Mandatory pit
Right,
stop
so as I
is
said,
going to be for race
2 races happened. Race 1 at 15 minutes long, race 2 25 minutes long. And these were the point system for it. Race 2 having a mandatory pit stop. Let me just increase the broadcast volume. Guys, let me know if the audio is like too loud or too soft, because I have no idea, because I can't see OBS.
Number 2, so that's going to add even place. They're still going through the final.
Right now, the challenge is much more different.
So they're just yapping a bit here. I think we are getting ready for qualifying.
7
GR86, Okayama, you all already know that.
Onto the rest of the competition, in Gran Turismo, I think it's been to run for many drivers here.
for the
I'm gonna take you for the whole. We're gonna watch the whole thing, start to finish. We're gonna be here. We're gonna watch the whole thing. This is the championship standings at the end of round 2.
one over here is
So similar names so far. The only ones missing from round 3 was Iqbal Danny, because he was in Unleashed, and Keith Mo, the actual youngest kid in this whole tournament.
I can really tell you that, Victor. Do you think involvement by the Aslan, who
though his background is mainly in Gran Turismo, and he's handled status as like the man to beat.
But one thing for sure is that this is going to be on what actually happened in the previous.
Okay, this was the round 2 recap. This is pretty interesting. There was some shenanigans in round 2, man. It was funny.
What was that?
Lots of shenanigans.
Right now, going to be going into the That is what actually happens on the previous round.
Together, but we're definitely going to be seeing him in Chongkai Live Motorsports. So it's great to see that this is one of the only championships in my memory where we see all 3 of these guys, all 4 of these guys, actually compete against each other in the same competition. So a great opportunity
For these races, as we can see from here, they're still under the practice right now.
Yeah,
Even Taj Isrin Ayman right now has gone into the actual world of racing.
just go,
Still yapping. Give it a bit. Give it a sec. Give it a sec.
Gran Turismo
The yaps are yapping. I know.
alone is already.
I mean, they're doing a fantastic job
life,
commentating.
so
I will say that.
definitely a little bit more familiar with the car inherently.
Oh, okay, there we go. This is
and
the
also has- but
qualifying.
still,
This
given
is
that he is
das
defending
Qualification.
champion, as it were, in the virtual championships that
Okay,
Toyota has
signal now.
organized
I
all
am
through these
the
years.
white car.
Naqib, of course, being
Well,
the
one
star
of the white
that's,
cars. I
risen
am one
out
of the white
driver
cars.
program for Toyota,
I think
he
that's
also
me. I think that's me
needs-
back
he
there
also
in
needs
the
to
third one.
prove,
That's me.
That he's still
Yeah, I think
like
that's
one
me.
of the most
I was one of the
skilled
earliest
drivers
cars to get out of the
track.
pits.
He also finds-
Alright. So, okay, we can skip the qualifying. We'll just get to the race. So there was only one qualifying, right, for the race one, because race two was reverse grid based on the results of race one. So that happened.
Chong Kai-Chang makes it up with his P2, but still
So
shy
I
of
did
like,
a decent
60 milliseconds
first
to
lap.
keep Asan's time, so
I went up
no
to like
slouch either,
P8,
but
I
he's
think.
definitely splitting both,
But my
both the
second lap
Aslan
was
brothers
very good, so
in
that's
terms of
what
their
I
time.
used to catch up.
Taj Aiman makes it up to 4th here. He's still 0.2 of a second off.
He's the victory.
So let's skip.
everything.
So now I'm P7. I think I drop a bit more.
Championship.
But by the end of this, just look what happens.
So
Right?
he still has another run.
Look at
I think,
me!
in him, so I don't think he improved on his
Look at
last time. In fact,
me!
his last lap.
Look at this. I'm in P5. Look at my time. 143.997. Can you believe it? Me, this guy, 143.997. And do you see how far behind Nakib I am? 3/10. 3/10. How, man? How? Like my therapist said, I need to stop being harsh on myself, dude. Oh, I cooked, and I didn't even know I was cooking. I used feeling, I was throwing in the ingredients, and somehow it came out pretty delicious, is all I'm saying. Anyway, that's qualifying.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have improved at all, so he's going to have to do it.
That was me who stopped in the middle of the track. That was Kai-Chang trying to avoid me going off track. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kai-Chang, if you're watching. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get off the track.
All over again. Chong Kai-Chang
That's
goes
me.
wide. I think he's already considering
That's me.
quits right now. I think that
Sorry.
could be the best that he could do.
I too
as of
am
this
an
point.
idiot sometimes.
So,
It's fine.
I think
It's
we are
fine.
seeing some
No
one
safety
driver
incidents,
go
doesn't
on the
affect
track,
I
maybe
rating, it's
not,
fine.
but as of right
Anyway.
now, keep the performance.
We saw Tajis Rahman having much more better I-rating points, but you see Nakib Aslan is much more faster in terms of qualifying, and something surprised us all is going to be Chong Kai-Chang, who is finishing on grid 2. So this race is going to be really huge, Victor. They're all gearing up. We're going to be going into the main race right now. This is race number 1 for Toyota
Here we go.
Gazoo Racing Malaysia E-Racing Championship 2025. I hope you are ready. I hope everyone is ready, because
I'm
this
ready.
is where it all going to be on the very top of his lane.
Give it to me.
Well, but the improvements in time that came in from Ethan Lowe, from Chandramauli Adnan, that's
My
putting
name
him
is-
up into the 3rd row.
Me mentioned.
3rd row and 4th row, respectively. Taj Aiman is going to have a lot of work to do.
I'll never get tired of them
Number
saying my
6
name,
at the start,
even though they say it
so he's
wrong.
gonna have to back on really,
Oh, it's so
gaining
cool.
those positions at the start, or maybe
Heads up,
taking the win.
I get
outright
quite-
in race number 2. So we'll see how.
Heads up, I get quite a lot of screen time. Not in race 1, but later you'll see. I get quite a lot of screen time.
Strategy is going to play out for him. But again, there is one mandatory pit stop only in the 2nd race. This first race,
All right,
is a
we
good
get it.
start, as
Okay, there we
does
go. Okay, there we go.
So,
3, 2, 1.
ladies and gentlemen, the lights are coming
Bibbidi
on
bobbidi
right
boo,
now.
here we go,
Nakib
racing.
Aslan, Chong Kai-Chang in the front
Lights
row.
off and away we
It's
go.
Lights out and away we go.
So
now.
there
Nakib
is-
Aslan
there
gets a
is
good
I,
start,
as you can
does
see,
Chong
I get a bit of
Kai-Chang.
wheel
Nakib
spin.
Aslan
I
is already
bungled the
creeping
start.
up to where Chong Kai-Chang is, so he covers him off already for that first turn. Now coming in here, Nakib Aslan still remains in the lead. We got Ethan Lau also trailing in the 4th position behind Nabil here. As
I fall to
makes up a
6th.
plays against Chandramauli Adnan in the start here. So that's already a good opening here from Taj Aiman himself. In the meantime, in the back line, Ian Wall makes
That's
it
me.
down 1 place here. Falls behind Alvin Chai, who makes a place up, while the rest of them continue to go in single file line. So
Yes.
less chaotic start compared to the other classes, isn't it?
For sure,
There we go.
Perfect start so far by all of
Boom.
those races.
Oh, it's
and right now,
broken
someone's
soon.
spinning over there. It's going to be Chandra Mauli, who's just spun out over there. And man, that just didn't go the way he wanted today.
Yeah, I think it could be Chong Jin Bin involved. We'll have to check with the stewards later and see what will come out.
Can we get an action replay of that? Look at that. All right. So I'm in P6. Alvin's behind me. I'm in the white GR86, right? Just for your reference. Alvin was in the black
Go in
one.
single file line.
So
Yeah,
just even
less
from this
chaotic start
angle,
compared to
no overlap. He's behind me in the braking zone.
the other classes,
Boom. Straight up dive bomb.
isn't it?
For sure, that Victor.
Straight up dive bomb. And now he's overlapping. And I'm going for my wide line. I'm apexing here. He's apexing a lot earlier.
Perfect start so far. by
Bada
all of
boom.
those races.
He touched me inappropriately. I did not consent to that. And yeah, so
Right now,
yeah,
someone's spinning over there. It's going to be Chandra Mauli, who's just spun out over there.
that is a times 4 incident for both of us. So yeah, I go from 5th to 10th in 3 corners.
And man, that just didn't go the way he wanted today.
And that is the end of that. All right, so, okay, basically, in race 1, nothing else happens. I don't show up on screen. They don't say my name. They're just focusing on the top 3, top 5. But like I said, I did recover up to P10 eventually.
I think it could
Go dominating.
Let me just fast forward it a little bit.
on behind, just keeping a bit
Yeah,
of
for like the
distance
first
right now,
half of the race, I was
close
just
up that distance
catching
of
up
half
to
a
P9,
second now
honestly.
to Dr. Aslan, but
I didn't give up.
continues to lead on.
Usually when stuff like this happens, I just mentally give up. But this one, I was like, oh, no, you didn't. Oh.
Already is trying to pull away as much as he can from Chong.
I was like, you know that black guy meme who's like, he's like, what's up? How you doing? What you do? Yeah, what you do? It's me again. Fancy seeing me again? Didn't think you'd see me here, did ya? Well, look who's here.
And that's putting him under more pressure because
I was locked in. I was locked the F in. So as you can see right now, I'm 3 seconds behind P1 and I'm like 1.5 seconds behind P9. So huge gap, right? It's fine. No worry. I still fight. I still give it my absolute 100%. I gave him hell.
Where exactly are those pressure points that he can supposed to do? Go around so well onto the outside there, kept a good average speed through the
There we go.
corner.
Okay, already 5 laps out of 9 in. I'm already P9.
So that
I'm making
allowed him
moves.
to reach
Making moves.
there, as we're seeing a bit of a giver.
Oh, hang on. Something happened here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, something happened here. Hang on.
To the outside there, kept a good average speed through the corner, so that allowed him to retake the
Oh, there
position
we go.
in the next turn, which favored his side of the
going on,
track.
Alvin?
Alvin Chai spot.
There we go. Okay, Alvin spun and I got P8. So I recovered. I just passed him there.
Hung on so well onto the outside there.
Just
kept a
behind
good
them.
average
Just
speed
behind
through
the double
corner,
left.
So that allowed him to retake the position in the next
There
turn,
we go.
which favored
There
his
we go.
side.
That's me. That's me. That's me. That's Ian behind me. Alvin spun.
Track.
So up to
Alvin
P8.
Chai on board with Chandra Mauli Adnan, who's leading both Ian Wong as well as Wan Afiq through this section here. Good action there. As next turn, which favored
hang on.
his side of the track.
Is this me?
Alvin Chai spun.
Oh, wait,
and
that's
now
me,
he's in the
okay.
back of the grid
I didn't.
here.
Okay, I didn't know I got
Seems
screen
to be
time. There's,
unfortunate,
I'm there.
Couldn't quite get you the action
That's
there.
me.
As we're seeing a bit of a three-way situation going on here, as we are on board with Chandra Mauli Adnan, who's leading both Ian Wong as well as Wan Afiq through this section
That's me.
here. What the rather is the
That's me in the
slowest
front.
section out of Okuyama circuit. Now they're going to be getting onto the back straight here. Let's see if onto the main straight, I should say, in the next couple of corners here. But it seems that Chandra Mauli has done enough here to keep himself ahead of Ian Wong.
Despite spinning out earlier on, right now he's still doing a steady job, keeping himself in pace 7. And on the other side, this battle is still going long right now. Tajis Runaiman versus.
Mom, I'm on TV. Mom, I'm on TV. I'm on
Right now,
TV.
he's still doing a steady job, keeping himself in pace 7.
I did a steady job giving my 7P7. Look at that. It's me. Look. It's me. Look, it's me. It's me. Look at that. Me. Hi, me. It's me. It's me. I look good. Look at me. Oh shit! I just realized my camera's blocking me. Damn it! Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. It's
On the
me.
other side, this battle is still going long right now. Tajis
So
Runaiman
I
versus
did
Ethan Lau,
lose
the
a
young
couple of
superstar
positions,
up against a
of
veteran,
where I
very
started.
well known in the e-racing
If I
championship
didn't get
competition
spun,
right
I
now.
honestly
Is he
think
able to put a mark
I
right now?
would be in the
Or is he
running
gonna be
to fight
making
for
a
P3.
statement?
Like I
Because
would be
we've still
fighting
got
Taj and
another
Kai Chan.
11 more minutes to go
Right?
in this race.
So this
Ethan
is
still
2/3
chasing
of the
Tajis
race in.
Runaiman,
Lap
trying to
6
wait
out of
to
9.
Stop.
So I don't think anything happens here. I just kind of hold the fort and I pull away.
Rather, the pace differential between the two of them is still within 2/10 essentially. Trying to
Predict P1 and
Yeah, I just pull away after this point. It's just nothing much here. My laps were phenomenal. My laps
Changkai
were
Chang has been the
phenomenal.
most and it seems like the Aslan brothers are still dominant now.
Yeah, penultimate lap. I'm locked in. I was locked
breaking it to the left
in,
and the
dude.
right, trying
Yeah.
to break the toe, but it's still no avail. Ethan Lowe will still get into the outside of him in the next turn, but Taj Aiman will have
Left 1 more minute.
Ooh,
fine. That's
this battle between Ethan and Taj was amazing because I was just barely behind them. I could see them in the distance fighting. I was hoping one of them would break under pressure, but nah, they kept it steady, dude. The entire way of the race for like half of the
Good
race.
statement right now, but this is already now in the
right now.
So good.
to the long straights now.
Pure cinema. Speaking of pure cinema, wink, wink.
At the end.
Just
of
giving
that
y'all a
straight,
hint.
So we're approaching time around.
Okay, this is the final lap.
Side-by-side action here between Chandra Mauli as well as Ian Wong.
Oh, hang on. I appear on screen again. Hold up, I got more screen time. I didn't know. I didn't watch this. This is my first time watching this too. I got a bit more screen time.
Still closing every opportunity that Ethan is looking for.
Yeah, watch out here. Side-by-side action
Look at that.
between Chandra Mauli as
Look at
well
that,
as
look at that,
Ian
look at
Wong.
me.
Ian Wong on the outside loses
Inside
out of the
defending.
position, coming onto the exit.
Ooh,
Gonna try to
mama.
Attack again, looking like he wanted to have a peek on the outside, but
Ooh.
still Chandra Mauli is able to keep him at bay though. And still remains inside of P7. So things are starting
Oh,
to
it was
close
good-
up
it
a
was
little
good
bit
trying to
towards the end
defend,
here,
man.
as Alvin Chai has also joined into the fray. As in the meantime, Nakib Aslan sees has been staring at Nabil Aslan throughout
God.
The race through his rearview mirror.
I found
but he's
one
starting to get
skill.
bigger and bigger and
I found a skill of mine. I have impeccable defense. My defense is top notch. I couldn't believe just how well I was defending, man. Like, I was defending the entire race. No mistakes. No mistakes. To the point where I was even inducing mistakes in the car behind me. Like, that's how good, how solid it was. Flawless positioning. A bit of door bumping, but boy oh boy, it was so tight, so close.
the mirror, which means he's
I loved
closing in that distance, only 7/10
I loved
of a
it
second,
so much.
8/10 of a second away from our current race leader.
There we go. That is the final lap. Nakib Aslan P1, Nabil Aslan P2, Kai Chang P3, Taj Aiman, Ethan on 5th, Jinbin in 6th, and me in 7th.
Here in round number 3, Nabil Aslan almost caught him towards the end there, but then again, still a bit far off from taking that victory.
So
Chong
I'm
Kai
about
surprising charge
2.5
here has allowed him
seconds
to
behind
stay
P5,
inside the
where
top
I
three
initially
despite losing
started.
position from the
Never
start,
mind.
but
I was happy
usually
enough.
stays ahead of Taj Isrin.
I was happy enough that I got P7 among this field, like the best of the best, you know. This was already huge for me. Huge, right? Okay, so now I'm P7. Okay, I said I just said earlier I started P3 in the reverse grid race. No, turns out I was mistaken. I started P4 in the reverse grid race because I'm 7th. Right.
Finishes in 4th versus the
So we're gonna jump over into the
Really entertaining so far.
reverse grid race 2.
I mean, the fact is that timings, actually between the top 4, top 5, so it's going to be a longer race as well here on
Putting the challenge right now because wait, but right now I can really tell you, I just can't wait to see how.
place from the last race there to see, I think they're already kind of planning, how to approach this Russians if they want to continue.
We're gonna watch the whole one this time. I ain't
But
gonna
it's
skip
Chong Kai
nothing.
Chang also emerging as like one of the fast drivers. Diamond did well defending against Ethan Lowe, still managed to mitigate.
Throughout race 1. So let's see how race 2 is going to be lining up because these races are all gearing up for the biggest race so far of the day.
Awkward.
Because you know why? I saw how Ethan was following right behind Tajis Renaiman. It reminds me of some memories way long ago when
Shows the level of challenge.
There we go.
It's just
Okay,
gonna show
so
the level of talent,
here's the reverse grid.
youngsters is already close enough to the seniors right now. So again,
There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me in P4. So now, compared to race 1, I'm only starting 1 position ahead. So truth be told, it's not that big of a difference. The only difference is I'm on the inside. Again, like I said, I fumbled the start. Everyone goes on the inside line here. I do the smart thing and move immediately to the outside, and I hug the outside line, and the outside line for turn 1 is the inside for turn 2, so I stick it very well. You'll see. Just I don't need to explain. You can just see.
the level of challenge that the Taj Aiman has to do. So we're reverse grid underway here. We're now on for 25 minutes of the final race of the day. Wanafik and Alvin Chai in the front row going to be battling each other.
See how everyone's going to the inside?
Chong Jin Bin are also battling in the row. Just
That's
behind
me.
them is going
That's me
wide
going to
right
the
now.
outside.
Nabil Aslan
That's me.
is trying to fight against Taj Aiman right now as Nakib's already gotten past him and is already up into 8th place from this very start. It's Wanafik now trying to separate himself from
That's
Alvin
me.
Chai, who's hit himself in turn, trying to defend against Ian
me.
Wong, who's constantly hounding him from behind.
That's me.
Bit of a bumping and grind going on there as Chandra Mauli Adnan and Chong
Whoa,
Kai Chang.
whoa,
Bit of
whoa,
contact
whoa.
as well as Taj Aiman struggles a little bit and he's going unfortunately off the track onto the wall.
Drama was happening behind me. I was oblivious. Well, I was slightly oblivious, but I could see smoke in my mirrors, but I didn't care.
And drops all the way to 9th.
No way there, Victor.
Taj
this
and
is a
Nabil
disaster.
collected
Look
each
at
other.
that.
I think there's
It was
damage in the
unfortunate.
front
They
for
got
Nabil
huge
Aslan.
damage.
His front tire doesn't
So
look
I'm
like
down
it's
to P5,
completely shot
P5,
right now,
1, 2,
and
3,
that
4,
could
5,
be
that's
the end
me.
for him. His mechanical flag has come
That's
out
me.
for Nabil Aslan.
Yeah.
He is in deep trouble now.
Absolutely. I mean, that was one
That's
of a
me.
bowling alley of a start right now.
I'm
and
just
I did
waiting.
not expect-
I'm
I thought
just
it was gonna be
waiting.
redemption for Chandramouli as well, but then
Do you see that? Can we get an action replay of that? Can we look at that? Mwah! Beautiful move. Do you see that?
I mean, that was
Look how
one of a
far
bowling
back I
alley of
am.
a start right now,
Patient,
and I
patient,
did not
patient,
expect-
patient,
I thought it was
patient.
gonna be redemption for
Meow. Who's
Chandramouli
that?
as well,
Bap,
but then
bap.
the race is on, but still, I did not expect that to happen there, Victor.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what exactly
Ooh, I gave it back to
happened.
him, back in P5.
Off of Nabil Aslan's screen.
I'm just
You see a contact
sniffing him,
from the behind.
inhaling
Contact
his
from the
exhaust
side,
fumes.
But Nabil was really coming in from behind, maybe. He
There we
wasn't-
go. There's me.
Yeah, he-
There's
but
me.
unfortunately, with
You
that
see how I'm
mechanical flag,
forcing
he's
him
forced
to take a
teleport to the
defensive
pits.
line?
I think effectively that's the race over for him unless by some miracles.
Ooh, look at me
catch
go.
up, but at this
Meow.
point, 1.1 kilometers away from the race leader, so it's going to be a very,
Clean.
very tough one here.
Up to
Nabil
P4?
Aslan can see the
He's absolutely
disappointment in his
devastated.
face.
He's really devastated over there,
Yeah.
man. And he kind of lost his mood out there, and that shows, you know, he was not here to actually. Do
Jinbin
something
loses it a
about
bit.
But he's really serious. But you know, race
So I
goes
start
on there,
building a
Victor.
gap. So already one lap in, I'm in P4 still. I made some excellent moves, even though I lost a position on the start. Stayed defensive. And now I'm already building a gap to the cars behind me. And now I'm chasing Mr. Alvin and Ian in front of me. Observe. Defense and offense at its finest.
So still one right now, leading this race in P1, Alvin Chai in P2, Ian in P3.
Yeah, so contact between Nabil and Taj Ayman that's going to be investigated only after the race. And I think effectively it could be a retirement already for Nabil Aslan. What a shame, especially given how well performed in the first half of this round here for the pro class. So he still is, he came in as the leader in the championship, so let's hope that the points that he has is going to be enough to keep him up there. As Alvin Chai takes the lead of the race here from Wanafik, or will Wanafik take it back from him? Bit of fighting going on in the front.
A bit of subtext. The three guys in front of me, now, they're good drivers, right? There's huge respect to them. They're good drivers. But I could tell very quickly that they did not have a strategy for this race and that they just are desperate to get ahead. Me, on the other hand, a somewhat experienced racist in iRacing, who knows how these things go, because iRacing, there are severe consequences. As you saw, Nabil Aslan faced the consequences on lap 1. You be a little too aggressive. Heck, even I faced it race 1. Someone stuck their nose where they shouldn't, and they got away unscathed. I got the consequences. It's fine. Stuff happens in racing. I knew I was in a good spot. In my head, I just wanted to stay in P4. I knew I could defend very well. I just wanted to keep doing that. I did not foresee the amount of shenanigans that was happening, and I was like, you know what? I'ma let them make the mistakes and I'ma take an opportunity. I saw a gap and I went for it.
As Ian Wong also joins in the mix.
That's me in
and actually
P4.
overtakes Alvin Chai.
Look here.
A real brave attempt didn't quite work out well for him as Ian Wong slips on the inside, as does Chandramouli Adnan, who's right now hanging
Hard
on the
inside.
outside here of Ian Wong. Oh boy, two of them going to be coming together now, coming tree wide into this turn. I think that could be Ian Wong or Chandramouli, who's going to be able to come up in front there. Wanafik is still holding.
I did a double overtake. I didn't even know. Only after this, people were DMing me like, bro, you did a double overtake, bro. I'm like, did I?
Going to be coming together now, coming tree wide into this turn. I think that could
Flawless,
be
man.
Ian Wong.
Flawless.
Chandramouli, who's going to be able to come
Sent
up in
it,
front there.
stuck
Wanafik
it,
is still
secured
holding
it.
onto the lead, and it's going to be
Licked
happy to
it,
see that the cars
stamped
behind
it.
him are just fighting each other and losing themselves time.
And so now,
That's a moment
I'm in
of
P2.
redemption for Chandramouli right now, the Victor. He got himself into P4 just now, and right now he climbed all the way to P2, but Wanafik made some.
So you see how the two behind are still fighting? My eyes are already here. My eyes are already on Wanafik, and I'm just trying to decide to see if he's quick enough that I can stay behind him and take advantage and maybe fuel save, or if I can just try to make a move and just pull away, right? It's still lap 2.
Crazy moves
Give
right
it
now
time.
in the front. Oh, that's a little bit of a contact.
Yep.
But then still well under control there between these two. Ian and also Alvin Chai changing positions as we come into the next turn.
Yeah, coming in the next turn, I think Ian Wong is still a little bit ahead, but Alvin Chai has the inside. Is he going to be able to get it back? Yes,
Clean,
he's still
so
gonna be
clean, I know,
side by
right?
Side, though, as we get into the final turn. So this
John
battle
clean,
will
man.
continue on. So
I clean my hands
Ian
every
is forced
single
onto the curbs
time
there by Alvin Chai
after I
defending,
go
and
to the
unfortunately, he's
doo-doo.
got-
Look at that.
Lord, every either
Look at
gotta
that.
get through, and
Get a
Alvin
boom.
Chai spins and gets collected.
Bing
there
bang
with
bong.
touch
There
Ivan
is
of all people.
that is a times 4
way
incident
there,
point for them.
Oh no.
So that is Jinbin and Naqib Azlan, both unfortunate.
Oh,
Very
my
sad.
Goodness.
This is
Very sad indeed.
disastrous.
Mechanical flag out for Alvin, as this charge Ayman as well. So they're going to have to both get into the pits there to get the cars repaired and hopefully get back into the race. But what a disaster it has been here, as all these drivers now forced to come into the pits with damage, and that's going to be the mandatory pit stop technically already done, I think. Although I'm not sure whether that the pit window was actually open for
yeah.
them, but nevertheless, these
It's
guys
all
are
coming
out of
together.
the pits. Alvin Chai still has that mechanical flag, I believe.
Look at all the marbles on the exit of turn 5. That's how much everyone's just messed up that corner. There's no grip.
Is out on track. Didn't quite go into the
So
pits
silly.
that time around, but no. Nevertheless, I think he's still going to have to come in anyway, and probably will stay in the pits for quite a while, dealing with the mechanical damage.
Absolutely. So Chandramali right now, we're on board with him, keeping himself in P2.
It's
And
me!
right behind there's going to be Ian, who's putting on some pressure and trying to attack from the outside, but then just couldn't find a way through. You see Chandramali closing the gap, not giving him an opportunity.
So for the first few laps, I think 3 or 4 laps, I was actually trying to deliberately catch Wanafik off guard. Well, it wasn't until much later where I realized, hang on, we're building a gap. Let's just use that and pull away. And that's where both of us kind of telepathically just communicated. I'm like, hang on, we got this. You know, this is our chance, man. We can run away with P1, P2. Let's do it. And so we did. But still, I was proud. I pulled some good moves straight out of the motor racing book, that book that I have on my shelf there.
So looks like Nabil Aslam
Clean,
is
man,
rejoined
clean.
The race here, having to
I was very, very
serve
proud
a
of my
mechanical-
moves.
a
I stuck
serve
all
a
of it.
Mechanical issue on his car. Seems to have got himself back in the race, and is actually ahead of Touch Ayman, funny enough. So
I'm on screen, mama, I'm on
hopefully
TV,
game
I'm on
obviously will
TV.
in terms of the
Look at
championship
me,
points, I
yes
feel.
me.
So we'll see how that turns out. I think Ayman is also coming out of the pits here, having fixed up his car. So as it stands right now, Chandra Mauli, Wan Afiq is the one who is leading this race here. Chandra Mauli looking like he was putting a bit of a challenge onto him from just now, and yes, continues to hang on to the back
Yes,
of Wan
me.
Afiq here. So still a challenge for the lead for
Look what I do.
Wan Afiq.
Look what I do.
He's going to have to defend coming into this turn here. I think Chandra Mauli is going to have
Oh,
to
I
take
do a
it inside,
dummy.
but still needs to do it on the brake.
And then I'm
Cancel
weird and I
the
fall
last
back into the
move here,
line.
choosing to stay behind Wan Afiq for the first sector.
Yeah, he was just putting still a lot of pressure. And Chandramali
I'm
right
just
now
being
is
weird,
trying
man.
to
I'm being
put
weird.
Some warning onto Wanafik.
I'm like, oh,
kind of knows what's happening.
now
right
you see
behind
me,
him,
now
but
you
he
don't.
knows in the meantime, he needs to.
I was doing like, never let him know what your next move is going to be type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, 1 minute I'm here, 1 minute I'm here. Where am I? I'm trying to make him look at the rear view mirror more than he's watching the road ahead. That's what I'm doing.
Everything
And it
he
worked.
put right in the front because Chandramali is just waiting for an opportunity right now. Perhaps here. And he has a pick on the inside and maybe
try.
might be making a move, but then immediately we see Wanafik closing the gap again.
Wan Afiq did it under brake.
I purposely tried, but I backed off.
You can see the pebbles flying.
Yeah, literally trying to hold off Chandra Mauli, so just barely made it through there without any problems. But you can see Ian Wong already catching up. The guy who surprised everyone by making it to the top 10 is now fighting for a possible second position here against Chandra Mauli. Couldn't quite find the inside that time though on the braking. Tucks in behind, still remains in P3, but still look at that, still a lot faster on the exit here compared to Chandra Mauli Adnan.
For sure. 6 minutes has elapsed in a 25 minutes race, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm in a bit of a pickle right now.
Racing Championship 2025 as we are
I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm not only am I trying to keep up with Wanafik because I want a slipstream, right? Because we've built. Look here. Look at the top left here. Basically, everyone behind us has caught up in an incident, and the gap from P3 to P4 is 24 seconds. Basically, the three of us are the only ones who haven't pitted yet for the mandatory pit stop. Everyone else already has. They have refueled to finish enough to finish the race, and they have fixed their damages, right? Because you do have a fast repair. So it's a three-way between us. And me being in the middle, I'm sandwiched. I'm trying to defend and not kill Wanafik at the same time, or not lose his slipstream, so to say, to lose that half a second gap. So the pressure is on. But again, I've been here before. I've done iRacing many times, boy. You can't catch me
right
slacking.
And this is from battle in P1 to P2 to P3. As we are
You can't get past
the
me.
race leader, one of leading this race in the way he wants it.
Nah.
Right now defending his second position up against Ian Wong. And this is going to be a three-way battle towards the checkered flag.
Now, our top three at the moment, one of Chandramauli and Ian Wong. They have
So this is the deciding moment. Lap 4. I don't know why Ian decided to undercut so early, but he did. And that left me a lot of breathing room, and I could just basically concentrate for the entire race at this point. This was very unexpected. I think he has damage. I think damage was slowing him down, so he just decided to prepare the damage and get the quick splash and dash as well.
yet to take their mandatory
I don't know,
pit stop.
but
now, I've been informed that the
this
window
was
already open.
what we
Were they
needed.
in earlier on?
The ones who came in early on were Chong Jin Bin.
So right now, we are 7 minutes in out of the 25 minutes of the race, 4 out of 15 laps in. Me and Wanafik are the only two cars who haven't served the mandatory pit stop. So our goal is simple. Don't fight each other, work, cooperate, burn the fuel, get our cars nice and light, get in toward the end for a quick splash and dash, literally 3 liters. We had to just splash in 3 liters in the tank, glick, 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 done. Get out. That's it. No damage, no nothing. That's all we had to do. We just had to keep it steady.
I think Ethan Lau
I'm gonna
is
let
not
y'all
yet
find
on
out what
his pit
happens.
stop. Nakib Aslan is actually taking one pit according to. Oh wait, maybe I'm.
I'm
reading
just
this
doing my
wrong.
breathing
Here.
exercises
Nevertheless,
there,
I think
trying to
top
keep
three
cool.
Right now are the only ones who have not taken the mandatory pit stop. Looks like Ian Wong is going to be the first one of the three to go into the pit lane first, leaving Wanafik and Chandramauli now in the literal duel right now to see who's going to be the first one to blink and actually go into the pit stop first.
This is going to be a very tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially considering that some drivers have already taken the pit stop early on here. Like Nabil Aslan and Taj Ahmad definitely don't need to make another pit stop, I believe. As Ian Wong comes out, I think in 4th position, so Chong Jinbin does overtake him during the pit stop. Chong Jinbin has already done his own pit stop, in fact. Ethan Lowe, I think, he has already taken his pit stop here, as we see here. So the only 2 drivers who are yet to take that mandatory is the 2 drivers who are battling for the lead.
Yeah, they're still battling for the lead. That's what you say. Chandramauli right now is still keeping himself in P1. Drops into P2. They're still not on. They still haven't gone to the pits yet, Victor.
Yeah, it's so side by side actually coming into the section here. And actually, Chandramauli Anand looked like he almost had to run in
That's
onto
me!
him and actually takes the inside, a better line
That's
here
me!
compared to Wanafik, leaving him.
Replay. That was me. I'm going side by side with the dude through the double left. Can you believe it?
Yeah, they're still
Clean.
battling for the lead. That's what you say.
Clean.
Chandramauli right now is still keeping himself
Look at
in
that.
P1. Drops into P2. They're still not on. They still haven't gone to the pits yet.
Look at
Victor.
that.
Yeah, it's
Look
so
at
side by
that.
side actually coming
Yeah.
into the section here. And actually,
All the
Chandramauli
time,
Anand
you
looked
have
like
to
he
leave
almost
a
had to run
space.
in onto him
Look at the
and actually
space.
takes the inside, a better line here compared to Wanafik,
Beautiful.
leaving him hung to dry
Beautiful.
on the outside. Keeping
Beautiful.
him on
Look
the
at
grass
that. Look
as
at that.
well.
Beautiful.
Chandramauli Anand takes the lead from the race
Mwah.
here before they go for the pit stop.
Beautiful.
That's going to be a crucial move right now. Can he keep it though? That's,
Beautiful.
The thing is, Wanafik is still looking for an opportunity around the inside. Chandramauli managed to shut it right in front of his face.
I'm actually trying to figure
Here's
out
the door.
what is the actual,
Shut it. Shut it down so hard.
strategy between these two there, Victor. You know, they're both not in the pits yet.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so what's the strategy like for this two right now?
I think they're going long. I think they want to try to extend the lead as much as they can, as long as the other drivers behind him have not caught up to their current pace. As of right now, the pace is
Very
still looking
intense
good,
indeed
so
now,
they
though.
could potentially-
Okay, so a bit of fast forwarding, right? Nothing much happens in the front. They're just going to be recapping the action in the back because that's where a lot of drama was happening. So for the next half of the race, pretty much, me and Wanafik are just pretty much 1-2ing in the front. 20 seconds gap to P3.
Actually still go on.
But I'm gonna let y'all watch the whole thing because it's interesting. I want to watch what happens too. Apparently a lot happened behind me.
Again here,
That's Ethan.
Almost catching him as he's entering into the main straight. So this
That's
could be
Ethan there.
dicey right now for Ian Wong.
Junior champion.
Wong right now, still pretty much doing his very best to keep on Ethan Lau right behind him. But Ethan Lau, with the determination of winning the junior class just now, he has the drive. But right now he's speaking on the inside, but then being blocked again by Ian Wong. Just couldn't find a way through. And maybe on this as well, it's going to be in the hands of Ian Wong defending his position. But maybe another long straight when he gets the slipstream, that could be an opportunity.
Well, let's see how that will turn out. At the moment, you know, Ethan, I think he's in the dubious
Ethan's making
distinct.
moves.
Yeah, he was. Oh, nice.
Ethan's making moves. Look at
moves,
that.
breaking it and trying to close it under on the exit here.
Beautiful sense
from
from Ethan.
But that's opened the door now for Nakib Aslan to slip in from the outside. Oh boy.
But goddamn, can we hang on?
Nakib.
The black one, that is Nakib. Do you see that move, man? This is why Nakib is on a different level. Can we get a quick look at that? This is Ethan chasing down Ian, right? Look what happens.
You know, Ethan, I think he's in the dubious
Ethan's
distinct.
making moves.
Yeah, he was.
Nakib is all the way back here. Just watch.
Oh, nice.
Ethan's making moves. Look at
moves,
that.
breaking it and trying to close it under on the exit here, keeping the.
This son of a... Look at him. He just pulls up.
But that's opened the door now for Nakib Aslan to slip
He
in from
pulls
the
up.
outside. Oh boy.
He's there.
Side by side now, Nakib Aslan has got his nose slightly ahead here as
1 minute before the corner, he's like here. After the corner, he's there. Like,
Ian
God.
Wong's trying to get a little bit of revenge here on
God.
Ethan Lowe. Bit of bum drafting.
How,
maybe, so
man?
to get himself closer to the outside, but still it's Nakib Aslan on the inside right now,
Lean.
taking a position away from Ethan Lowe.
What a move.
What a move, man. What a move so far. Nakib
What a
Aslan
move.
right now.
Indeed.
Climbing it all the way again. Slow and steady. Ethan Lau pretty much surprised. Ian Wong doesn't even know what is actually happening right now, and there's 2 cars in front of him. Well, we still got another 15 more minutes to go there, Victor. This is going to be, 15 more minutes to go in this race. But at this moment,
Just a quick, sorry for keep pausing. Nakib here, this is perhaps, I don't know if you want to call it fair or what, but the dude drives actual GR86s in real life. Not just drives it, he bloody wins races in the GR86. He's won like 2 or 3 races with the GR86 at this point. And Ethan's a kid. And I'm some random middle-aged Indian dude living in my mom's basement. How did we end up here?
is the battle.
It's insane,
for,
man.
P4 at this
The
moment.
pack is
Ethan
insane.
now closely following right behind Nakib Aslan. Ian Wong behind Nakib. Behind Ethan, actually.
Yeah, so, wow. I mean, Nakib Aslan is just making a tremendous climb right now. I mean, 6 positions.
You can see my
Literally
nose in
starting from the
frame
very
there.
Back of the grid here. And,
I was sitting next to Nakib, by
thanks
the way,
the
on to his
shenanigans
right.
That happened between Nabil and Taj Aiman, which will be investigated after the race. Nakib was able to separate himself from the pack, and now was overtaken Ethan Lowe to take up the 4th position, possibly the best of the rest.
So while they're just going to be focused on the drama that's happening behind us right now, we're not going to get screen time for a while, not until the end at least. Just pay attention to the gap between me, Wanafik, and Jinbin, right? So you see 23-second gap here. There's a 23-second gap to me. This is the gap to the P1. 23-second gap to P1, right? Keep that in your head.
Still has
Remember that number.
Seconds to make up the
See how it develops. 23 seconds.
I mean, at the rate he's going, I won't be surprised if we might see Nakib Aslan enjoy a podium finish here.
Yeah, Nakib, in the first race, he has done a spectacular job so far, but right now, he needs to defend against these 2 right now. It seems like Ian Wong might be looking into something, while Ethan Lau is pretty much won in this position right now. He might be getting an opportunity for a side-by-side later on, Victor, but this long straight could be an opportunity for Ian Wong. He's pretty much closed on to Ethan Lau right now. who's going to be making the move right now. It seems like Ethan Lau maybe trying to look something on the inside right now. And it's all about how well closed again by Ethan Lau, because he had the much more better pace in the front there, Victor.
He had to really be very late on the brakes to make that work though, and I was kind of like worried that as he was turning in, they might get into a pit maneuver.
These two were
with,
duking it out,
Ian
man.
Wong, but
Yeah.
thankfully
Also,
it
they're
was
sitting
still
side
just
by
enough
side as well. If you
movement,
look
so
there,
that keeps him,
that's
in
Ethan, the one who
race
looks
for now.
young.
But
The one
Ian
to
Wong,
his
I think,
right,
has shown,
just blocked off by the
I think
corner of my
Ethan is
camera.
also
That's
learning,
Ian Wong.
One of the key things about spec racing is that when you're the lead car, you're at the disadvantage
Actually, hang on. Fun fact: the youngest and the oldest in the tournament, literally duking it out.
because
Amazing.
the car behind you is going to gain the slipstream off of your car.
Yeah.
So unless Ethan can actually close the gap with Naqib Aslan, which is already slipping to 8/10, maybe now 9/10 of a second to get onto the main straight. So Ethan Lowe was not getting the slipstream off of Naqib's car, which is further hurting him in terms of his battle with Ian Wong.
For sure. Now chase is on. Seems like Ian Wong right now trying to.
This is some
find an
really
opportunity
good
again.
commentary, man. It's just
Ethan Lau
entertaining. It's
still
stressful.
defending
It's
his
intense.
position.
It's
But
dramatic.
We saw some crazy movements earlier on there, Victor. I think Ethan Lau is one of the racers that I actually truly admire because
I
of
really wish they
taking
use more
risk.
iRacing for
The way he
tournaments, because
takes risks,
iRacing is
I've
just
never seen that
fantastic,
before.
man.
He just dives in
The
and he finds
standards,
an
the
inch of a gap,
graphics,
immediately
the
closes it.
driving
Some racers
itself,
might hesitate to even
the
make a move like
broadcast
that,
captures,
but
it's
he
wonderful.
just does it so easily like that, man.
Well, I mean that's the junior champion at work, but I wanted to mention actually, like he has a dubious position of being literally in the middle of the pack, such that in the reverse grid it doesn't really affect his position at all. So he's still that's why he's only gained a single place so far in his race. He finished in 5th position, started from 6th, and is now back up in the 5th. So in terms of that gains, he really hasn't done that much. And the fact that Ian Wong from further up ahead of him is still catching up at him, I think it still shows that his pace pretty much is on par with the majority of the pro class here.
Absolutely. So still on board with Ian Wong right now, keeping himself right behind Ethan Lau. The chase is still on as we are 14 minutes onto this race, and still lots of things actually happen compared to what we saw earlier on right now. But the battle right now still being followed right now between Naqib Aslan, Ethan Lau, and also Ian Wong. The battle for P4 now. P1 and P2 pretty much looking good. Oh, wait a minute, Victor. Look on the front there. One Afiq and also Chandramouli.
Yeah, Chandramouli has already overtaken one Afiq. I don't think there's neither of them. I don't think they pit stop quite yet, I believe.
They haven't?
No, I don't.
Naqib cheekily looking over at my screen like, this dude hasn't pitted yet? God damn. Even the commentators are like, hang on, these dudes haven't pitted yet?
I think so, no. They're
Oh, yeah, look at that,
they're
it's
only
still
they're
zero.
only 2 drivers, so have not taken the pit stop yet. So with a 24-second gap to Jin Bin, I think it's just a matter of who's actually going to be able to keep this set of tires working for them. I would say between the two of them, as of right now, Chandramouli seems to have the better lap times here. His last lap is almost 4/10 of a second faster than one Afiq here. So if anything, I would expect one Afiq to be the one to try to take the undercut. But at the same time, I think he's also watching Chandramauli's own pace here and trying to debate whether or not to instead go for the overcut onto him instead. So given that Chandramouli had to climb 3 places here, I think Chandramouli may be in a slight disadvantage in terms of tire phase compared to one.
Exactly. That's what I actually questioned earlier on. What was their plan? Even if they're going for long, I just kind of feel like it is not giving the very best advantage to them.
The plan was simple. It was the thing that got me into the top 10 in the first place. Hashtag Fuelgate. Burn the fuel, get the car light as frick, fly like a bumblebee. That was the plan.
But at this moment,
And we only stopped at the pit for a quick, not even splash and dash. It was literally a sprinkle and dash. Just come in, glug, 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 get out. That's it. That's it. That's it. That was the plan.
And what's happening over here? Oh,
that's Naqib versus Chong Jin Bin actually.
Chong Jin Bin.
Yeah, I thought it was Ian Wong versus
Ethan Lau.
Ethan Lau, but no, it's the other way around. So it looks like Naqib is already caught up successfully. Whoa, that's a very quick catch up actually. Now to think about it, it's only looking about 2 seconds early on, but perhaps mistakes on the part of Chong Jin Bin. In fact, I think with Naqib Aslan already getting that close here, he is already looking like he wants to get himself onto that podium position.
Is my nose again?
Then he needs to chase down Jin Bin right now, who's in P3. but we're on the board with Nakib Aslan. Let's see what is movement coming into turn 1.
This could also spell bad news actually for Chandramauli as well as Wanafi, because the longer they stay out, and given that Nakib is already gaining so much, in fact, he's been taking like fastest lap after fastest lap as we speak. So the longer they stay out, the worse it's going to be for them to defend the track position.
Bad news, you say?
Earlier on, they could have went to the pits there, Victor. But they choose to stay out. So right now they got to face the consequences. And talking about that, Nakib,
consequences? What consequences?
Doing his very best. Nakib, as usual, making the turn and trying to find a way through the inside, and off he goes. But there's a little bit of a contact.
Oh
but then
my God!
It seems like it's still a side-by-side battle, and we still haven't got a proper position. It seems like Jinbin didn't actually move to the back there, Victor.
I think
Nakib is wild for that.
In the middle of that corner, seeing that Jinbin
Wild.
was literally coming in hot from the outside. So I think he did that just to preserve the race for himself, but he's still within the attacking distance though, so I think it's only going to be a matter of time.
Look at that.
Again,
Oh,
on
God.
the inside, on the exit, he might just do it here.
Oh
Pushing
my
and
God!
putting the elbows out there, trying to force Jinbin on the optimal line. He goes practically wide off the track there. It still closes the door in front of Jinbin and takes up the third position, does Nakib Aslan.
Yeah, we saw the
Nakib is
face coming
wild.
off by Nakib Aslan earlier on, man. He just did
There's
what he
Ethan.
needs to do.
Watch out for
Ethan in the white
Low.
one.
Yeah, Ethan Low right now coming in at high speed at the moment. Jinbin is pretty much stuck in the midfield right now, Victor.
Jinbin POV.
Very
Oh, kid was panicking, man. I could tell he was panicking hard.
Jinbin mid-corner, and then now Ethan Low able to pick up the scraps here, so he keeps up, and it's now best of the rest.
Oh, but he held his own, man. I'm very proud of him. That's him.
And right now, Nakib Aslan stands 25
Second
seconds
youngest
away
on the
from
grid.
Chandramauli as well as Wanafi. If I was them, I would decide right now might just be the moment to take my mandatory.
I just
pit stop.
realized. Man's got oh, poor Jinbin. He's got the soccer mom driving style where you're over the wheel like that, like close.
Just go in.
Whatever's comfortable for each of y'all, I guess. But
Yeah, just go in.
I'm an ergonomic prick, you know that.
Right now, but then, right now it seems like Nakib Aslan keeping himself in P3.
I mean,
Ethan
he's
Lau
holding
in
he's
P4.
holding his
We're
own
back
against
there,
these
Victor.
guys,
We're back
man.
in
Huge
business
respect.
this time. Ethan Lau might not be facing challenges from Tajidu Naiman. He's actually putting on a huge challenge.
A quick recap for Nakib Mother Flippin' Aslan. Man crashed, got on an incident early on, went into the pits, repaired damage, got a splash and dash, fell to the back, and now he's back in P3. How? Just... How does he do it? Anyway, recall back to the gap that I mentioned, 23 seconds. Look at the gap now with Nakib in P3, 25 seconds. It's gone up. Gap increased by 2 seconds. Remember the new number now? 25 seconds? Remember that?
On Nakib Aslan.
25?
Yeah, sorry, it only closed in now to within 4 seconds, but it's really just a matter of like a small margin of victory, even if he does get past Nabil Aslam, because I think it's only a 1 point differential, unless he gets another extra point from like getting the fastest lap. But given the damage he had early on, I'm not sure to what degree has he been able to repair his car in order to get.
Look at
back
him
on
sneaking
track.
around.
Certainly was inside the
Sneaking
pits for quite a while, as had Nabil Aslan, so the two of them might still come together yet. As Jinbin
Lap 11 out of 15, 4 more laps to go. Me and Wanafik have not pitted yet.
Away from him at the same time, so quite a lot of work ahead now for Chong Jinbin in the next 5 or 6 minutes to go.
Yep, and we still have some time right now left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. If you just tune in, this is Toyota Gazoo Racing Malaysia E-Racing Championship 2025 underway.
There we go.
For race number 2.
The first
final
of
race
us
the
two.
day. As
One
we are
Afiq
still
goes into the
still
pits.
on board the race leader.
So
Technically, so far, it
I
is
stay
still
out for
Chandramauli.
1 extra lap.
Not going yet to be in the pits. On the other side, one Afiq in P2, Nakib Aslan in P3.
Okay, quick spoiler alert. Some real awful shite happens here, and I couldn't help but feel absolutely gutted for Wanafik here. So Wanafik takes an undercut on me by 1 lap, so he pits 1 lap early. I was monitoring my fuel the entire time. I had enough laps. In fact, I could fuel save and extend by 1 extra lap. And in my pit stop, I only had to refuel 1 lap, technically. But I didn't want to risk it, so I just went 1 lap under, which is still 1 lap more than Wanafik. And I splashed 3 liters in and then I just exited. But just see what happens.
Well,
See what happens here.
I think we're coming closer and closer.
Nakib in P3, Wanafik exiting the pits.
Coming out from the pits right now.
Yeah, that was one.
You can probably expect what's gonna happen.
He came into the pits early.
Just wait for it.
compared to Chandra Mauli. Now it's seeing where he comes out compared to Nakib Aslan. It's going to be cutting it close.
There you go.
Barely makes it ahead of Nakib Aslan into the turn though, but Nakib has a lot more momentum coming on the exit. He's going to try to challenge Wanafik now for P2 in this race here. Comes on the inside, a bit of a touch.
Wait a minute.
Drift here from Wanafik.
Oh,
as
no.
all the cars come together, and oh no! I think that's Chong Jinbin just got collected here. Ian Wong is able to stay on the grass, stay on the outside here. Nakib Aslan is in P2, but he's under pressure here as Ethan Lau's looking for a way to get past.
That was nasty, man. So there was contact from Nakib towards Wanafik. Man was being a bit funny through turn 2 of all corners. Like why? Like here, look here.
To Chandra Mauli now it's seeing where he comes out compared to Nakib Aslan. It's going to be cutting it close.
He's behind.
Barely
Sure, he's got a good exit. He's on cold tires. He's going slowly
makes
around,
it
but he's
of
ahead,
Nakib
right?
Aslan into the turn though, but Nakib has a lot
He goes wide, racing
more
line.
momentum coming on.
But Wanafik is still ahead at this point. No overlap still. He's still trying to assume the normal racing line.
Exit.
He swings back to the right,
gonna try to
Nakib, right? And then he swings to the left
Challenge
again.
Wanafik now for
And then he dives. He dives, misjudges it by a slight nudge. And you know, iRacing, the contact is quite severe on high-speed corners. There was a bit of contact. There we go. Already, Wanafik losing grip. He's already sliding here.
this race
And they are far from the apex
here.
too.
Comes on
Look at that. He's already sideways here.
the inside, a bit of a touch.
And even Nakib is trying to not lose control.
Wait a minute.
Drift here.
So I think who's behind him? I believe it's Jinbin. Jinbin does tap Nakib a bit because it was an unpredictable move. Both of them have gone offline. And unfortunately for Wanafik, he doesn't manage to save it and he just gets a big old tank slapper and just has a head-on kiss, head-on smooch
From Wanafik.
with Barrier. And unfortunately, who was it? Jinbin making what was it called again? Evasive maneuvers. Just collects him.
But Nakib has a lot more
Unfortunately,
momentum coming on the
wrong
exit.
place, wrong
He's gonna
time.
try to challenge Wanafik now for P2 in this race here. Comes on the inside, a bit of a touch.
Yeah, because I believe this is Jinbin. Hang on. Okay, white is Ethan. Nakib, Ethan, Jinbin.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so yeah, Jinbin is taking the wide line, right? He's probably aiming for the normal racing line here. This is Ian Wong, the other black car here.
From Wanafik.
There we go. Oh, Jinbin is just like, I'm clear. And then, boop, hello there. Boom. Nakib somehow gets away with it. Saves it and gets away. Ethan barely gets out of that. Barely gets out by the skin of his teeth. Ian Wong also gets out safely. These two, oh dear God.
Cars come together and
Nasty. They're looking at each other for a moment there. Lightning McQueen style.
oh no!
It's just awful. Ian Wong slides up the inside of
Yes, Chong
Ethan.
Jinbin just got collected here.
And
Ian
Nakib.
Wong is able
Ian even goes to the grass trying to make a move
to
against
stay
Nakib
on the
here.
grass, stay on the outside here. Nakib Aslan is in P2.
That was nasty, man. I feel so bad for him. So bad. That was unwarranted.
But he's under pressure here as Ethan Lau's looking for a way to get past. Tries to slip on the inside, but no
Hard defense by Nakib.
way, no dice here from Nakib Aslan. As
Okay, now that all that has happened, let us revisit the gap once more. 28 seconds. Oh. Haha. It went from 23 to 25 to 28. See what I'm getting at right now? So I know I said my strategy was fuelgate, hashtag fuelgate, burn as much fuel as I can. But there also was another arguably more deciding factor which would determine when I would fuel, and until that criteria was met, I would stay out for as long as I possibly could. And I think it's time I revealed it right now. If I noticed, because I know exactly how long it takes to pit stop to splash and dash because I practiced the crap out of it the night before. I knew it, right? Because come on, I spent 24 hours grinding for the top 10. I know this like instinctively. I knew it takes exactly 22.8 seconds to pit if you do it flawlessly. I did mess up a little bit. You'll see later why that was the case. So it wasn't 22, but it was more like 24, 25-ish seconds, barely, right? So I knew that As soon as the gap went to 23 seconds or lower, that was my cue to pit, because I knew Nakib was on my ass. I knew he was setting fast lap after faster lap after faster lap. And thing is, I was keeping up with his pace. I was on average maybe 4 to 5 tenths a lap slower than him. Only on like laps where I kept messing up the turn 5 hairpin, I was like, you know, I lost like 1 second gap to him because I kept messing up the turn 6 hairpin at the end of the straight, because I just wasn't used to the brake. It was a potentiometer brake. I had trouble getting used to it. Anyway, I was holding my own even against Nakib Azlan's play, but he was setting this lap after lap after lap consistently faster than me. So my eye was on that delta, but it just kept growing and growing because he was fighting all these guys consistently, and they were also trying to pressure him as well.
Blocks off on the inside going into the turn.
So it worked in my favor.
Earlier on, that turn,
Because of that, I was able to stay out for as long as possible.
The junior class is lurking right behind for a podium position, and let's see if he gets the better out of Ian Wong right now. Ian Wong pretty much needs to do something about this. Nakib Azlan on the in front as well. One mistake right now could cost, and either
Nakib is smooth with it, man.
definitely eating them alive.
Smooth with
Oh
it.
boy, and what's eating him alive, I think, is going to be also like the incident just now between Nakib and I think it was like, was it Jimbian? Was it Wanafik? I think it was Wanafik actually, right? So Wanafik was ahead of
There you
him.
go.
There's me. That's me going into the pit. Okay, they didn't show it on camera, but you know how the pit entry line of Okayama is right before the penultimate corner, not the final corner. So you have to enter through the penultimate corner. I know you can take it flat out, but I overcooked it a bit, understeered, went into the pit line and then went off, and then when I rejoined, I got the black flag. You cut the course. The steward said you need to slow down. That's what John Spotterman said. So I had to slow down for 1 second. And so because I could still serve the penalty while I was slowing down to the pits, but I had to overslow. So I overslowed before I reached the 60 km/h pit speed limit board. So I overslowed there to serve the damn penalty, and then I sped back up, and then I slowed back down. So it was just a big moment for me. But I salvaged it.
Where is he
It was
gonna come out
fine.
right now?
That's
It's
the big
fine.
question here. I think it's going to be very close to where.
So this is the deciding moment. This is the deciding moment. Now here's the thing. I was fine. Like I said, I knew 23 seconds, I'm fine, right? Nakib will be right on my ass if it was 23 seconds. But remember, it was 28 seconds plus 2 seconds, give or take, because I messed up the pit entry. I was fine. I knew we are lap 12 out of lap 15. I needed to hold that 2 second lap gain, 2 second per lap gain ahead of Nakib for just 3 more laps. That's all I had to do. And I knew I could do it because I was also watching the times. I knew, like I said, I was only going half a second at worst slower than Nakib on average. I was keeping up the pace. And my car is arguably lighter, no damage, and more evenly consistent with the tire wear compared to him, because I was not fighting for the majority of this race.
One up, he came out, which is going to be just in front.
So
of
here
Nakib
are the
Azlan,
three.
who's like 600
P2,
or
P3,
50 meters
P4,
away
coming up to the penultimate
from
corner.
that,
I'm in the pit.
lane here, so we're going to be able to see the margin close in here. As Chandramouli is
That's
just
me.
only pulled into the pit lane. He needs to be able to get the
My pit lane is
tires
literally
first
at the very
before he
end.
comes out, so that's going to add a little bit more time.
They're going through the final
Nakib Azlan
corner.
coming around the final corner. He's on Main Straight already.
I'm out.
And
Alright.
looks like Chandramouli pulls out the lane. He's going to be a bit slow, but it's still going to be ahead of Nakib Azlan going to that first turn.
Yeah, well done so far. Let's see if this strategy really works out so far. Chandra.
Look at that gap. Look at that gap.
And
Alright.
looks like Chandramouli pulls out the lane. He's
Look at
gonna
that
be a
gap.
bit slow, but it's still going to be ahead of Nakib Azlan going to the first
Wait. Boom. I'm in turn 1. He's before the gantry here. It all worked out. I was like 3 liters, no more, no less. Gubido, no tires, Gubido, just fuel. That's it.
Strategy really works out so far. Chandra Mali right now keeping himself in P1.
That's me.
Coming around at the back now. And Ian Wong in P3 getting his high pressure by Ethan Lau, who's chasing him very closely, putting on some aggressive attacks right now. Off he goes into the next
2.6 second gap to Nakib.
turn. So we can still see sticking right behind the Ethan Lau there, Victor. And on the other side, Nakib is dashing away. He doesn't want to be in this challenge. He just wants to fly off.
Bye, have
He
a great
doesn't wanna be
time.
in
That was
any of
me.
the incidents between Ian Wong and also Ethan Lau. And Ethan Lau is right now locking in right
I was
behind
pushing
Ian
too,
Wong.
but even if I messed up, I still had a buffer. 2.5-second buffer.
That's going to be reviewed for sure.
And now, mind you, the final 3 laps here, 2.5 second, right? 2.5 second gap. Just remember that number now. That's our new number to fixate on. 2.5 second gap to P2.
And given that it was outside, or rather between camera shots, we couldn't quite see what exactly.
So now
went
it's
on.
just going to be a fight for the podium between Ian and Ethan. That was the highlight of the entire race, pretty much.
That contact, so we'll leave it up to the race stewards to make the determination here as Ethan Lau is closing in that gap here onto Ian Wong. Had a slight peek on the inside, still no opportunity to exploit this line here onto Ian Wong. So we come around now, it's still Nakib Aslan only 2.4 seconds away from the race leader, still leading.
Little
these three
spooky
cars in
action
the
there.
battle on the podium here, and only Ethan Lau is standing within like 0.2 of a second away from enjoying a podium here, as Ian Wong's the only one still remaining in his way.
Yeah, only one still defending right now. As we are
Ethan
coming
fought so
closer
well,
towards
man.
the
Ethan
end of the
fought
race
so
with
well.
just 3 minutes left to go. Chandramouli still keeping himself in the P1. Nakib Aslan on
I'm in
P2
P1,
right now.
baby.
Ethan Lau is, I'm actually putting my entire bets on there, Victor. He might be getting closer and closer. And if this happens to be his moment to overtake right now there, Victor, he's making a statement, huge statement to the rest.
I think it may have to get a little bit creative, I fear, because like so far the challenges through turn 1 as well as the turn after the back straight has not worked out yet for Ethan Lau. So sometimes it's just basically catching your opponent off guard might just be the ticket.
Yep.
But given that he's been
Penultimate lap.
so far, Ian Wong shows that he's not lacking in terms of that pace. So it's just a matter of finding the right time. But time that is literally running up right now. It's already less than 2 minutes away for the end of this race.
Yeah, perfectly done. So
Don't
far,
you
Ethan
love it
Lau
when a
still putting the
plan comes
pressure on.
together?
Someone slides over there. It seems
There you
like
go, bit of contact
Ian Wong
there.
slides over there, and immediately
Contact
Ethan
between
Lau
Ethan and Ian.
took the opportunity and got into P3. Well, this could be a statement moment for Ethan Lau there, Victor. Look at that.
Look at that, Ian Wong.
Look
also
at the
going
cameras,
like,
man.
Ian Wong in the camera was going like, "Oh, that's my bad," and Ethan Lau's like, "Okay, it's okay. Let's keep rolling there."
Yeah.
Oh, but that's a shame though. That seems like the battle is pretty much done between the two
Yep.
of them. Ethan Lau
Ethan
is
makes it
on
to
the
P3.
podium here in race 2. What a spectacular run it has been so far for our junior champion inside the pro class. But Nakib Aslan, he's still trying to close that distance. I think it's still pretty much a P2 finish. Chandramouli, though, did everything that he needed to do to keep his lead, and he is still in the lead.
Well, his strategy played out.
Yeah, definitely
Played
played
out,
out.
yeah.
Played out beautifully here. He's coming around the final corner. I think it might just beat the clock, though. So we'll see. 10 more seconds to go. He's coming around the final.
Oh wait, no, hang on. This is the final lap. Oh yeah, this is the final lap because I make it. Oh wait, no, this is the white flag lap, I think. I'm not sure.
So
I don't know.
Checker flag might just be out right now for Chandramouli. Up
He's
now.
Oh, it is. Okay, so we started 2 laps ago, 2.5 second gap. Now it's at 1.7. So I lost about 8 tenths of a second. Just about a second over the 2 laps because again, Nakib was lapping, like I said, exactly 4 tenths faster than me. So I had a very good buffer.
Winning it. He's definitely winning it.
Unlikely winner takes it here.
Final lap.
In round number 2. What a performance here for Chandramouli. Look at the relief in his face right now as he crosses the line.
Absolutely.
Disbelief in my face, boy. I did not trust myself yet. It's been too many times where I where I just stopped on the final lap, so I just kept going. My face, it's still stoic. I'm like, nope, hang on, I don't buy it. I'm not buying. I'm going. I'm I still kept going. I still kept going.
Can you believe it? The champion for the junior class has made a huge statement in
And then when I saw the gap increasing and everyone stopping and I saw the actual checkered flag, I was like,
the pro class today, Victor.
Wait.
That he is not here to
It's
play
over.
games. He is definitely
It's over.
here to actually be the future star. This is going to be a beautiful storyline of a rivalry in the future.
Yeah, and speaking of that rivalry,
It all
looks
worked out.
like Nabil Aslan will be the one to finish ahead of Touch Ayman here, so that could be crucial for that championship battle. But
beautiful,
the
man.
damage limitation it is for Nabil Aslan finishing in 8th position. But Nakib Aslan, 8 positions he made up here in this race. Crazy.
what a
The
race,
level of
dude.
performance
What
that
a
he's able
race.
to put in time after time, and he just only missed out on that win here by just a mere less than 1.7 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. I just can't wait to get things done over here, man. But one thing for sure is that this race was absolutely incredible. I just could not believe what I saw. And man, that is some crazy race for me. There are lots of incidents actually. Not only one, not only two. We saw a couple of times. For me, I would kind of say that, you know, Ethan Lau had the luck a little bit because he did not manage to get into any collision, you know, despite there were lots of things happening right in front of
dude,
his
oh my
eyes,
god.
but he
Ethan
actually
is probably the
he was actually
only
able to
guy
do a Lightning McQueen, you know, just get
who
past
avoided
whatever that's
all the
happening in
carnage.
front and he made it. Well,
Well,
proud moment for
Ethan
him.
and me.
Unfortunately, not to rain on your parade a little bit, I think Ethan has gotten like a 5-second penalty for
Oh, yeah.
causing
Oh,
like, a
shoot.
collision.
Yeah, he got a
Unfortunately,
penalty
that's
at the end too.
That's very early on in the race though, so we'll have to see how that will affect the final result, as it were. And of course, there's got to be
Still, God
investigation
damn.
and contact between Wanafik and Nakib when Wanafik came out of the pits. A little bit too close for comfort there, and definitely on the colder tires, we certainly have not had the pace really to defend against Nakib in that instance. But we'll leave it up to stewards to make the determination, as we're going to see how that's going to turn out when the official results gets tabulated.
Oh boy, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. I think really, I can't brain it actually, man. You know, this is not even the semi-finals, it's not even the finals yet, I can tell you, but we are building it up towards the grand finale. And the next is going to be the quarterfinals for these races, as they will be hooking onto the next stage and onto the next race as well. So I can really tell you that, Victor, I'm already feeling the heat towards the end.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm already sweating under my collar right
Yeah.
now, just seeing all that. I mean, the controversy.
Is it hot in
like
here?
the,
It's just me.
chaos, you know, that was promising from the start, literally came to pass here in this pro class. And we want to see later on, as they get through all the investigations as well as protests, what the final tally will be like. Remember, there's still going to be one more round, the final round, as it were, here for the Malaysian e-racing championship that's going to be coming up next month. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
Yeah, that's the
as for the
quarterfinals,
junior and the club
semi-finals and
categories, we've
finals.
already found our overall champions for both of those. So we'll
See the question
yeah,
right now.
yeah. Now I'll turn the tables on you.
Really well on the juniors actually. But despite getting into the pros, he knows that he played for him was also the podium position, and that too in a pro.
Rookie versus the pros here. He's demonstrated he has so much potential, you know, in the future. So we'll see. Like in the coming years, we won't be surprised if Ethan might be just the one to challenge Taj Aiman, Iqbal Suji, or the rest of like the GD Cup. alumni
Ethan's is gonna be
become, like,
huge,
one of the
man.
Pro champions in the future. So
He's
definitely
already
gonna be
doing
that
this at
level
such a
of,
young age.
Potential for him.
Sky's the limit for him.
Myself,
Sky's
though,
the limit.
Gotta be Nakib
So
Aslan.
proud of him.
What the heck did I just witness there?
Oh, yeah,
like
man.
a climb up from the back of the grid practically. I mean, he won that first race by all rights, and that's obviously amazing qualifying. I think that's kind of like expected of him at this point, but still to demonstrate the level of pace going to race number 2. Of course, there's still going to be the controversy with his contact with Wanafik. That's still being investigated by stewards.
Yeah,
we speak
Wanafik
here,
was
so we'll
robbed,
see
man.
where he will.
Wanafik was robbed. Man could have just held it with P2, or even if Nakib wanted to overtake P3 at best, right? Wanafik is quick as well, no doubt about that. But damn, that sent him to P9, I think, which was just awful, man.
Land up at the very end here, but what a climb
Real
it's been
shame.
here for Nakib Aslan. And you know, given that he's also in the running for that championship here, I mean, he came in here in 4th, and with Nabil Aslan and Taj Aiman getting taken out very early on in that second race, I think it stands a good chance of catching up in terms of points, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him top 2, you know, inside of this current overall championship going into the final round.
Sure, man. I mean, yeah, Nakib has been spectacular. He has been one of the very best in the competition, and we don't really need to talk much about Nakib. You know, he's the guy who does the talking on the track. But one thing that really caught me about Ethan Lowe is that why I actually put him as the driver of the day for me there, Victor.
In case you can't tell, the commentators love Ethan.
Everyone
Everyone loves Ethan. He's the golden child, man.
And he was actually,
He's
you
got
know, I stood
everyone's
out by the
hearts
rest.
and
I remember
everyone's
having a talk with
respect.
him outside after the race, and he said
He's the
he understands
center
that
of the show,
there's-
man.
The pressure is bigger compared
He's
to
actually
the
insane.
classes of races that he
He's
raced
what
with,
I aspired
but
to
he's up
be
for the
when I
challenge.
was at
And
his age,
that
you know.
showed me,
I just never had the
moment I saw him,
opportunity.
oh, this kid
He's
got
out there living the
potential.
dream.
He got something that
Super
other
happy for him.
people doesn't really have, and that is the drive, the bravery to go up against the veterans and
He's got the
And
drive, he's got the
today is
power.
a statement for him. It's a statement position, statement podium position for Ethan Lau. But where is he going to land after the quarterfinals and stuff? It's up to him. It's in his hands, actually. It's out of our control. But your final take on the race there, Victor?
Yeah, spectacular race. Again, like I love seeing the battles amongst like the alumni from GD Cup. And
Wait, can you
also to
guys,
see
like-
even drivers like Ian Wong actually
Actually,
performed
here,
quite well. Like I was
the
very
guys talk
surprised to
clearly.
see
Is
that
it
from
nice
the
and loud?
37-year-old driver of Kuala Lumpur, and even though he did had a bit of a mess up towards the end,
It'll
there,
be
but,
important,
you know,
trust me.
just,
Trust
like,
me.
he's having so much fun even in spite of all that. And
There's a reason
think
why
a
I
good
ask.
finish for him, like a fourth place finish for him is no slouch either. So great on him, you know, being able to join us here in this third round. But by far, like the unexpectedness of Chandra Mauli Adnan, you know, of all people to be able to clinch that win in the race number 2, it's going to be very exciting here as we're going to be hearing from him later on when it comes to interviews, hopefully. But with Nabil Touch Aiman, whoa, he can feel the heartbreak. I mean, you guys didn't get to see it on the camera there, but Nabil was so devastated when he got taken out during the early lap of the race there. So it's good to see they managed to rejoin us, continue to race on here, and hopefully, you know, we'll still continue to see him, of course, in the final round here. So hopefully, he'll be able to make up for that disappointment here. But definitely for him and Taj Aiman, that championship rivalry will just continue on
sure.
into our final round here. That's for sure.
Absolutely, man. I mean, for years we have seen the rivalry growing up. We have seen different names. But I think this is another era. I mean, we already spoke earlier on
Yeah.
about this race. This is a new era, new sets of races coming through. And we can kind of slowly see that, Victor. You know, new races, young ones are actually emerging in the pro class and trying to put a name for themselves.
Indeed. So we're already seeing we already see from the junior class who the next generation potentially could be. You see from the club class the level of variety, you know, in
Yeah.
terms of like drivers that we can find from all across Malaysia, and the pro class. You know, we're talking about the drivers who have experience not just in the virtual world but also in real world, now coming together in like one big party, as it were,
Yeah.
here at Okayama Circuit. And it's great. Like, I love the action. It was just a fantastic way to round out this third round here. And soon, I guess we're going to be hearing from the drivers themselves as we are
Interview
going off to Kyle
time.
right now to bring us the interviews here with our top 3 potentially. And we're going to be hearing from the drivers themselves. Class. So Kyle, go ahead and take it away.
That's Ethan, boy.
Now, the race has finally ended. Now, I can't believe I just watched that.
That's my
And
boy,
as
that's
you
my
can see,
boy.
I have a very, very familiar face with me. Ethan, back to you again. All right, how did you feel? Now, before I ask any technical questions, how do you feel about the race?
I'm happy about the race. I performed as expected. Got a couple places, but maybe also a couple penalties, but that's for later. So as of now, yeah, excited and very happy.
So, out of the 2 races, you came out P5 and P3.
Hey guys, let me know if you can't hear it well or
Was
anything.
that the goal today, coming into today, or do you feel like you could have done better, or do you think not so good? What do you think of today's result so far?
It's definitely above my goal already since I qualified P9. So anything above P9, I'm already happy since there's extra points for me. So
He did,
yeah,
man, he did.
P5 and
He
P3
cooked.
today is just extraordinary. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Very, very happy, huh? All right. So, what did you do from the last race, a couple of months back, to today? Any different preparation methods? Did you practice more, or did you practice less? Did you do what did you do differently?
I wouldn't say I practiced more or less, but it was more of seeing the right time to practice. Since I also have to balance out, you know, studies, and also I do play some sports as well. So sometimes maybe if I get injured, it's not good for me to practice more, since then it'll take me out for a long time if the injury gets worse. So yeah, it's just seeing which time is the best to really focus on the practice and basically picking your right time.
So, picking the right time. You sound like an absolute pro driver. You know, you have to pick between your sports. You know, you does that mean that you don't get to do the things you want, or is this what you really want?
This is what I want, so I'm already happy doing this for a hobby. I would say even starting of a career. So yeah, doing this is actually stress relieving from my studies. So yeah, I don't feel stressed when I practice.
Preach.
I'm so jealous
Amen.
of you right now. 15 years old, he's talking about a career, he's talking about doing what he loves.
Oh, I
You know,
wished-
these-
I
these
wished
are
I could do
questions
that
we
when I
normally
was
ask
15.
adults. All right, so Ethan,
God damn.
anything interesting that you felt in the race, going into the race? Because I think there was a lot that happened. What is the one thing that you'd like to highlight that you're really proud of or that you were really, really worried about?
I'll talk about something I'm proud of, and that is actually having the pace to catch up with the pro guys, which is Nakib, Nabil. I was able to get close to them, get their slipstream, and get advantage. So even staying close really gets me happy because just a year ago, I was dreaming of being behind them. So now being actually behind them is much more fun and fantastic for me.
All right, and now that you're behind them, all right, very close behind them, what are your plans for the future? Like a couple of months from now, a year from now, what are you going to look into? Whether you're going to do more tournaments, are you going to travel to do tournaments? What are your plans?
Of course, I'll do more. I also try to get into real life racing. So I'll definitely try more this year to try and get a good portfolio and maybe sign up for programs next year. So yeah, it's going to be a long year for me.
There you have it. It's going to be a long year for him. It's
Fastest
going to be
kid
an
in the Malaysia,
interesting
baby.
one because we got
Ethan
many,
Lau.
many years with our Ethan that we get to see. All right. So Ethan, we wish you all the best. We can't wait for your future performances and congratulations on today, buddy. All right. There you have it. We have Ethan. And we've got a couple more drivers to talk to, and we're gonna walk right over down to them. We're gonna speak to Nabil.
Baby, go.
All right, here we have it. Come, my friend.
What wheel is that?
Come close.
Oh, that's the TGT2. This is the rig. This is the exact rig we will be using for the quarterfinals onwards, by the way. Quarter, semi, and the finals. This is the rig, the same rig I've been using for the past 4 years for all the TGR tournaments. TGT2.
Sir, all right. Here we have.
Oh my god, sorry. The seat is so comfortable. So comfortable. It was so comfy. I just sat there and I'm like, my butt, my back. I love ya, but I wish this was half as comfortable as that. Oh god, it was so comfy, man.
Nabil. Firstly, before we start, how are you feeling, my friend?
Actually gutted. We did good. We did well in the first race, but second race, we ended.
That's Nabil Azlan.
Ended very early on.
Yeah, he got
that
spun
could have
out
been
on
avoided,
turn 3
but
with Taj
yeah,
Aiman,
it's just very annoying
unfortunately.
because I
Real
think
sad.
we would have been able to score a lot more points in the second race also. But yeah.
All right. So for those who might not understand exactly what happened, could you just explain what really happened? Because it was a bit of turmoil there for quite a bit. So just explain to everyone what kind of happened there.
iRacing tap shit.
Essentially, me and Taj got like a decent similar start after turn 2. We were
He looks tall. No, he's exactly as tall as me. Exactly. If not like maybe a centimeter taller. He's very tall. The host is even taller. They're all huge, man. They're all huge.
side by side, but I think Taj didn't notice me in that part of the road. Usually usually you just go straight, but for some reason he went into my line and he just collected, and unfortunately I got the worst out of it because I had to tow my car back into the pits, and that cost me like maybe over 3 minutes. So I still wanted to end the race on a high, just if there's any luck while continuing the race. But we still managed, not last position, so P8, but still a bit gutted. Yeah.
Totally understand. At the end of the day, an absolute professional, because at the end of the day, the race isn't done until the fat lady sings. All right. So tell us a bit more about how did you prepare from the last time I've spoken to you, like we spoke.
He was
it's
bummed,
been a
dude.
while.
Like I could
so
see.
What have you been up to?
His energy was
leading to
just
this
down
championship?
the entire day. I
A
feel
lot
so
of
bad for him.
Racing, essentially, like
But,
off on real life and on
It
stage
happens.
also. But
Such
this
is
one I was
life.
really prepared because I think this is my main platform for myself. Because coming into it, even from yesterday's practice,
He
it's
cooks in
looking
real
good.
life.
But
Cooks
today's
on the
execution
sim.
from quali
Does
to
he
race
cook in the
2
kitchen?
wasn't
I
really
don't know.
in plan.
Would be
Quali,
cool if he does.
I should have been
Just saying.
P2 because I knew Naki was behind me, and I didn't want to fight for slipstream because it was going to be a kerfuffle in the end, so I rather focus on myself. But even race 1, it was a good race. I had a good fight with Kai Chang, but still, just race 2 really just spoiled everything, so sucks, but we move on.
All right. So now you're a real professional. I mean, from your answers, from the way you speak, how do you recover from something like this? Like, what goes through your mind through your next practice, through your next race? Now, it was a big thing that happened. So how do you overcome it? Because all the races talk about mental fortitude. So how do you overcome that?
For myself, I probably, I'll look back at the races, look at the live streams, just reflect on what I do, but essentially don't hold the grudge from race 2. Essentially, it happened already. We can't do much about it, so we just move on. Essentially, so it's a new day tomorrow, so we just focus on round 4.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Humble
And
man.
Last but not least, having your brother here, right? How does that feel better? Does that feel more nerve-wracking? No. So not nerve-wracking, or does it feel better though? Or do you feel more confident when your brother is racing with you, even though you're against each other?
I probably see him more competitive because I still want to be above him many times, but he did well today, so props to him.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Even though disappointed, he is a professional, and you can see from his demeanor, from the way he speaks. Thank you so much, buddy. We wish you all the best. I think they're calculating the score. Take care, yeah, buddy. All right.
I'm gonna shut up now
And
because this is
of
cringe.
course, we have the one, the only, Chandra. He's quietly waiting here, quietly smiling. Come, my buddy. All right. First things first. How do you feel?
A lot of things going through my head right now, but man, I just have 3 words, I guess. I made it.
3 words, I made it. Some would say you're the best. There are other 3 words that we can use. Some I heard at the back there said I love you. All right. But okay, so Chandra, tell me. Firstly, what was the strategy coming into today?
I mean, iRacing, if you know the platform, it's 50% skill, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the pain. So
Bars.
surviving is a big deal. You just have to survive the chaos. And yeah, unfortunately in race 1, I did get into a bit of a tangle. Racing does come with a lot of risks, and it's all about just managing, knowing when to take the risks, like even Nabil said earlier. I guess in race 1, I just stayed cool despite things not going my way. But I'm just glad in the end I managed to just really keep my pace and calculate my strategy towards the end, especially in race 2. And I just made my move like I had it planned in my mind, and it just went flawlessly. Mistakes were made, but the results were more than favorable.
All right, so there's an element of luck, there's an element of skill, there's an element of tactics, there's an element of execution, there's all these elements. Now, can you tell us what was the one memorable thing in both of the races, right? So tell me, what is the one memorable thing that you take back and I think you sleep and then you think about that tonight?
I still do.
Well, I'm known for making a lot of mistakes throughout my sim racing history. I did spin. That's going on my wall. I didn't spin, and even better, I won. I won a race against some of these guys that I've been looking up to for the past 4 or 5 years, and that feels awesome.
And what's next after this? You've done. I think your objectives were made here. All right. What was actually before? Let's not assume. What were your objectives coming in today?
Survive. Objective, survive. But
Objective, get away
wanted
with
to really
P10,
push
baby.
myself.
I'm here for the
See
money.
how I actually feel against some of the best against the country. Because to be fair, I've been driving. I've known these drivers for a long time, but I've never actually raced with them. This is my first time actually racing with the best in the country, and a bit of a culture shock, but also, boy, it was fun.
So now that you finally physically raced against them, what's next for you?
Keep pushing. There's still a long way to go, and I've got a lot more to prove. And every day, I just want to keep getting better and better, and keep trying to prove to myself that I have potential, and I don't want to end up being wasted potential.
What's your future plans, buddy? Like, are you gonna look out for more tournaments? Do you have any tournaments coming up? Do you have any races coming up? Are you into physical racing as well? What's up? What's next for you?
I mean, the goal is, of course, to one day be able to race IRL in the real world, race at Sepang, race GT3s at the Nürburgring, at Le Mans. But for now, my eyes, and I'm fully committed in sim racing. I'm all in. I've put a lot of work and effort over the years, a lot of sacrifices as well. And I'm really proud of myself today of making something of it. All those efforts over the years have slowly added up and brought up to this point, and I couldn't be happier.
It's all coming
And how you gonna
together,
celebrate?
baby.
Get a good meal. I'm hungry.
So there he is. He's gonna get a good meal. All right. Anything particular? Banana leaf, Chinese food. What?
Can I mention like a specific place that I've been craving for a long time?
Sure.
Yeah, Hotbird fried chicken.
He's going a Hotbird fried chicken. All right. Thank you so much, Chandra. And there we have it. 3 amazing races. And all of it. And we are going to be announcing the results very, very soon. Congratulations, Chandra. And back to you two handsome gentlemen.
All right, thank you very much.
There you go.
This interview really made me hungry, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
absolutely
love to have
hungry right
some fried chicken right about now.
I'm on TV, Mom, I'm on TV. Yeah, I'm on TV.
I mean, for time and time again, like, you know, he's been competing so long, actually. I mean, we've been thinking about it in GT Cup, right? So
Yeah.
the fact he's actually able to get his win here today in this new era, that I think goes to show like how different, you know, this current era of the Toyota Gazoo Racing virtual series,
know.
as it were, has become now, because even people like Chandra Mauli are able to perform so well here, you know, in spite of the fact that, you know, there's still like a lot of incidents, obviously, during the race itself. It's still under investigation at the moment. You've got the drivers being interviewed right
Hey,
now, the
Mav.
stewards as we speak here.
It's me.
So,
It's me.
it's
You're watching me, watching me, watching me. It's me on the TV.
Pro class races here, but still.
Mama,
great
I'm
day
on the
here
telly.
For Chandra Mauli for being able to pick up that win here in race number 2 and a decent race 1 as well. We're definitely going to be seeing him in the final round of the season here for the pro class. So that's another thing for him to look forward to for sure. For Nabil, like literally taking it in stride, isn't it? Like I think that's a testimony.
So I think that is it. I don't know if they also are showing the prizes. Let me see.
Take the position away, up into 8th place goes.
I think they're just recapping the previous event. Hang on, let me see. Let me see if they actually do the prizes here.
The championship.
Oops. Oop, hang on, did I spoil it? Oops, I spoiled it.
So that's
Hang
why
on.
it's like buy them to.
Oops. You saw nothing? You saw nothing? You saw nothing? Remove it from your memory. You saw nothing?
So, oh boy.
Here's the results,
There we
baby.
go. So this is the race 2 results for the official result, I should say, for the pro class. Chandra Mauli outline.
25 points.
Win here
Yee.
in race number 2, so he gets 25 points. Ian Wong makes it up to 2nd place after all the penalties have been applied. So that's an incredible jump here for Ian Wong himself. So that's a lot of points he has in hand. I think Nabil Aslan has collected some points for incidents. I think there's a collision with one of.
Okay, hold up. I'm just noticing here. Nabil Aslan, P3. Nabil Aslan, P8. Huh. One of those Aslans don't belong. Huh. Strange. I reckon P3 is Nakib. So he was P2. Nakib was P2, but because of the penalty for murdering. Oh, God. See what I mean? Wanafik was in P2 behind me, and he got to P10, man. That is so sad. And also Ethan. Ethan was also in P3. But because he knocked out Ian on that final lap there, on the exit of the hairpin, remember? Also got knocked down a position. So Ian's in P2, Nakib's in P3, Kai Chang up a place P4, Ethan's in P5. Yeah. Oh, but I'm just pissed for Afiq, man. One Afiq, we and him had the same strat, man. We should have just ran away with it, but wrong place, wrong time. Like I said, I knew my benchmark to enter the pit window. He probably didn't. He was just trying to, I don't know what he was thinking. He was probably trying to get ahead of me instead of staying away from the back. I knew that the threat wasn't Wanafik. I know I can not to undermine anything. I knew I could easily get past him. I just had to wait patiently because I can't, man. Come on. I'm a brick wall. No one can get past me. The bigger threat was 24 seconds behind in the name of Naqib Aslan, and I just had to keep him at bay. That was my bigger priority, and as soon as I kept that threat out of sight, I just made my move, and it just, mamma mia. It just worked out.
That's a bit of contention here.
Beautiful.
So he's got a 5-second penalty out there.
So probably Wanafik wasn't
Down
considering that, but yeah, unfortunate,
Chong Kai
man.
Chang, as well as that DP3, that's actually Naqib Aslan. My bad. So that's he's down in.
No, they acknowledged the typo.
Chong
There
Kai
we go.
Chang is still in 4th place.
Naqib is
no penalty to
P3.
his name. Ethan Lowe had the 5-second penalty as mentioned earlier. So
that's what dropped him to P5.
Yeah, that's what's dropped him down to P5. So
Were the first 3 races broadcast somewhere? Yep, these are on the MAM Facebook page, Mav. But round 1 and round 2 were the rounds that I weren't there. I didn't get to the top 10. The race room one and the Assetto Corsa one. But they're probably on the MAM website, Facebook page somewhere.
Ahead of Haj Izrin Ayman, who finishes in 9th for race number 2. And one Mohammad Afiq does take up the 10th spot here. And the last point that's going to be doled out here for race number 2.
Absolutely. So
And now, the final overall results.
E-Racing Championship 2025. We're going to be moving on to the overall championship points, and man,
He
is
shoots.
Naqib Aslan on the very
He
top
scores!
of the
P2 overall, baby! Who?
Bear in mind,
This
is
guy!
round 3 on the overall points for round number 3 here, and Naqib Aslan, like I said,
Somehow,
word of the day here by far,
somehow
because
the
of his,
mathed
ability to climb through the
P7
ranks,
round 1,
race
P1
two,
race
in
2
number 1, and getting the pole position.
somehow
That's
gave me
been
enough for
crucial
P2
to his
overall,
success so
man.
far, and I wouldn't
I don't
be
know.
surprised to see him
I was
in
expecting
top 3,
P9,
the
P8,
difference
I don't
between
know.
Nabil as well as Taj Izrin
P2?
Ayman when it comes to the overall championship here. Chandra
Boy.
Adnan, great performance here for round number 3. By far the best performance he's had in this season so far. And
Yeah,
a win in the
boy.
final race in this 3rd round here is just definitely cherry on top here. Taichung, another championship hopeful, is looking very, very strong coming out this weekend here. So
Feels good, man.
very efficient in the
Feels real good.
here.
I think that is it. I don't think they're gonna
But
actually
especially
show the
thanks
prize
to
giving
you
here
guys
on
back at
stream.
home, for joining us along this journey. This is of course a brand new era.
So yeah,
of
I
racing
believe
here,
that is
given
it.
this
I think that is
the
it.
brand
Yeah, they don't have the prize giving on Stramam, unfortunate. I believe that is all. Yeah. We did it, boys. We did a thing. I did a thing. Can you believe it? Winning a race against the best in the country? A bit of luck, definitely. A bit of luck was on my side. With the hold-ups that kept everyone behind. Like, honestly, if the hold-ups didn't happen, if everything was clean and it was all sunshine and rainbows, I think Naqib would have caught to me 5 or 6 laps earlier than expected, because he clearly, like I said, he was half a second a lap quicker than me on average. It was only because he was being held up a lot that I managed to maintain that gap, and me and Wanafik were able to pull away by the end. And but hey, I should stop being harsh on myself. A win is a win. I will take it. Please and thank you. P2, guys. P2. Finally, I did a thing. So to finally address the title of the video, I did a thing. What exactly did I do? This is what I did. I did a thing. TGR, round 3 qualifier, P2 overall, baby. In the pro class. Heck yeah. This is a nice thing, boy. This is a nice thing. Look at that. It's glass. Heck, it's shiny. Got the Totoya and everything. Yeah. This could cause some real damage if it goes up somebody's. Know what I'm saying? I mean, it's got a nice shape and all, but this is nice. Definitely gonna have that displayed in the background of the stream. Yeah, it's hard though, because my background of the stream is like my bed. I don't have like a shelf or anything there. Speaking of things I can display on the background of my stream, big money! Yeah, boy! Get in there! I asked them, could I take this home? They said, yeah, sure, why not? So I brought it home. This is going up on my wall, right there. Let's go in there. Let's go in there. I'm gonna manifest the crap out of that. The first of many, hopefully. I can do the meme. I did a thing, dude. God, I can't believe it, man. I finally did a thing, huh? Hey, let's not. I am happy. I am just very, very happy. I'm proud of how far I've come. I'm learning to be a better person each day, you know, sim racing wise, stream wise, person wise, and like people have told me again and again, I need to stop being harsh on myself. I am good with what I have. I just need to deliver. I think one thing that was really a positive, I stayed calm. I breathed, I kept myself cool. I knew what I needed to do and I executed well. There's, like I said, I kept messing up. The only big mistakes that I was making, like remember I said I was like half a second on average slower? I know exactly where it was. They happened. Turn 6 happened. I was messing up the turn 6 hairpin. Every single time. Every single goddamn time I was messing up that turn 6 hairpin. So I was just messing that up so bad. This hairpin right here. I was messing up this hairpin every single time. So there was half a second loss right there. I kept understeering that again and again and again. But when it mattered most, when I had to defend or when I had to attack, boy, did you see me make that double overtake? Yeah, I did that. Me. So yeah, I'm happy. I got another shirt I can wear on stream now. We got that in the background. New decor. We got this thing. I'm gonna find a spot to put this. Ooh, no, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's heavy though. You can use it as a nice dumbbell. I haven't shown my mom this yet. She has no idea. She has no idea that exists either. She has no idea. No one in my family knows anything about this, right? No one. It's only the people on the gram and then you guys who know, obviously, because I keep you all updated. Oh, first person I sent this to was the missus, and she's happy as well. Feels good, man. Feels good to finally see something come out of all my efforts and all my sacrifices, you know. Luck be damned. Whatever it is. I'm not going to say I deserved it. I did put a lot of effort. Just right things fell in the right place at the right time. But okay, even all, on a realistic, pragmatic point of view, like if assuming things went smoothly, right? Beginning from race 1 itself, the fact that I qualified P5, I think I would have been confident that I would have stayed there on average. Maybe I would have been able to fight for P4 at best, right? And in race 2, if it were reverse grid, I would still start also P5, P6-ish. I would have been able to fight for a couple positions. So realistically, if I were to really judge where I stand among the fastest sim racers in the country, in which half of them are real racing drivers, I'm right there in the middle. And in this perspective, being in the middle is in the middle of the top 10, which is pretty much top 5, and I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be happier, man. That is already a huge step from me. Like I said it the last time at the end of our 12-hour stream where I was grinding for the top 10. No more Mr. Top 20, baby. We're in the top 10. We're in the top 10, baby. We're in the big leagues now. We're in the big leagues. We still got a long way to go. Quarterfinals are coming up, as you saw, I already booted up GT7. I already updated it, and I'm already starting to get used to it again. I need to figure out a solution soon to get it up and running. Start getting the laps in, start practicing for the quarterfinals. Yaris at Deep Forest, need to start getting the strategy data for the tire wear, fuel use all in, so that as soon as we get the ballot for the tire wear and the fuel use, I'll instantly know how to assign my strategy right away. But yeah, damn, it ain't so bad, isn't it? I owe you all one too, you know, big time. I really have to say that. Thank you all for being here, especially those who have been here for like literally the past 4 years. You all have seen me, you know, from 2022, since I wore the first TGR shirt, and then 2023 I wore another TGR shirt, and then 2024 I missed out, and 2025 I have this, and I have that, and I have this. You want to know, I've got a lot of medals in my life, right? I've done sports in school, I've all these race room and previous year TGR tournaments and stuff. But this is like the first trophy I've ever gotten in my life. No kidding, like the first legit trophy that has shown that, yeah, I'm one of the best in the country in something that I've quite literally put my entire life into. So yeah, sky's the limit from here. Sky's the limit. You know, I always say there ain't no turning back, there ain't no stopping from me now. Yeah. I ain't not done yet, boy. Not done yet. I may be getting older. Yeah, next year onwards, a lot of opportunities will be closed for me. But let's not look at the doors that are closing, but I'm gonna start looking at the doors that might open after this. I'm looking forward to the future. I've still got a lot more to give, a lot more to learn. I've had a few more revelations as well. I don't think I have time to share them now, but when we do get into the sim racing streams in the future, I'll start sharing them. A few things I've discovered actually. Maybe a secret that I can use to go a bit faster. Perhaps, we shall see. A few new revelations, a few good insights, a lot of lessons from the race as well. And just... Y'all keep telling me I need to take a break. Yeah, I will take a break. Now's the time for me to take a break. Rest up. Next up, 6 hours of Indianapolis and quarterfinals of TGR. I really need to get into the top 5 out of the top 10 in my group. I already know who's in my group. I already know who I'm up against. So that's going to be interesting. Quite a loaded field, let's say. But I have a pretty good shot. I just need to refamiliarize myself with Gran Turismo. So that's what's going to be taking up the bulk of the next month, pretty much, until the 13th of September. We have exactly a month till the quarterfinals, so you best believe until then I will be grinding hard, very hard. Terribly sorry, there won't be a lot of LMU, unfortunately. I did say that we might do the quota 6 hour, but because that also interferes with practice time for TGR round 3, and it's also interfering with practice time for the 6 hours of Indianapolis, TGR round 3 is the biggest priority, and then Indianapolis 6 hours is the second biggest priority. I just want to deprioritize quota 6 hour. Like, if we have time, if the Pepegas want to do it. I think the Pepegas are down. Azib and Dexter, the boys are down, but it's just my priorities right now don't lie in the same spot, and I don't have time. I just don't have time above all else. I need to practice for 3 different things. Nah. And there's also the logistics issue of, if I want to practice GT7, I need to swap back to the T300, which means I would need to also use iRacing and LMU temporarily with the T300, so that would be a bit of a bummer. I don't want to go back to that, to be honest. I can't go back. I'm spoiled, man. I'm spoiled. You all want to know something? We drove with the TGT2s at the Excel Center for the finals the other day. I'm so spoiled with the SIMRACING. When I drove with the TGT2 at max force feedback, it felt so light I could drive it with one hand. I don't know. I'm spoiled. My brakes are amazing. My setup is amazing. Only thing, like I said, triple screen, man. Triple screen and a comfortabler seat. Next level racing. Have I not done a next level thing? Do I not have a level neck? Hit me up, man. Help a brother out. Help a brother out, mate. Because they're Australian. Oh boy. But yeah, I guess to sum it all up, it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild weekend. And I owe you all thanks. Thank you all for being here for the past 4 years, for those who have. Even for those who came along the way, who stayed because you found me mildly interesting. Or if you've ever learned anything at all from just hanging out, being here. If you've enjoyed cars and racing more than you had before, that's wonderful. It brings me a lot of joy knowing that I've added some semblance of meaning to all of your lives, that I've touched your lives in some way. Consensually, of course. Yeah, it's been a wonderful ride. I'm going to keep doing this hard as it is, as much as the sacrifices I've done already. Like I said, I've got so much more to give. This is only, I don't want to sound cliche, but this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning towards something much greater. We've reached a big milestone, perhaps the biggest milestone. I think, no, let's just call it as it is. The biggest milestone of my sim racing career, my sim racing journey, period. Right there. Never would have thought something like this would happen to me. My expectations were low, but this happened, and I'm proud, I'm happy, I'm thankful for all the things that have allowed me to do this in the first place. All of you guys, your love, your support, your time, your attention, and your kind words above all, who really have helped, keep me down to earth, keep me rooted, grounded to what I know and what I love, helping me keep faith in myself and my abilities. Thank you so much for all of that. Let's look forward to what's to come in the future. I haven't scheduled it out yet. It's all kind of in the air right now. Like I said, I'm still prioritizing things. I will have to see what's what, when's where. But in case you all didn't check out the announcement on the Discord, something special is happening soon. My birthday is coming soon, which is awesome. I'm not just going to do a regular stream this time around. I do want to do something special. I want to give back. I want to give back to the community that has given me so much up till this point. So it's only fair. It's only fair that y'all get something in return, and I really want to. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've outlined it better in my announcement itself. Go check it out. I'll be making a proper announcement soon as well about that. Look forward to it. Do come along. Bring your friends on 27th of August. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. The more the merrier. Trust me. It's going to be really fun. So yeah, that was the recap of perhaps the best debut I've ever had. My debut in the top 10 of one of the biggest, most popular sim racing tournaments in the country. TGR Esports Championship. Or this year it's called TGR E-Racing Championship 2025. They keep changing the damn name every year. Like, stick with a name. Come on. Stick with a name. Who comes up with these names? Goddamn. First it was Velocity, and then it was GR something, and then it was GR Esports, and then it was GT Cup. Yeah, last year was GT Cup, and this year it's E-Racing Championship. No, what's it going to be? Is next... Grand Championship, as in Grand Championship Turismo. I don't know. They better not use the Xbox naming convention where nothing makes sense, but I don't know, it's fine. I like it. They better come up with a better shirt next year though. This is... I'm complaining now. I'm thinking, you're fine. I'm grateful. I'm happy. Yeah, thank you for being here again, really. I think that's it. I'm gonna call it a night. There was another thing that happened. This wasn't the only top 10. This was only half the story. The other half was the MAM one. But I'll save that story for another day. Alright, that's another story for another day. Not exactly, wonderful news from that. But I guess it's to be expected, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out as well. But nevertheless, still, what I mentioned earlier, realistically, in even conditions, assuming everything goes smoothly for everyone, I believe I also would have still ended up just average. But average of the top 10 is still top 5, and I will take that any day of the week. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Top 5? I'll take it. Top 10. Even top 10, I'm happy, man. Top 5? Yeah. So yeah, we just got a good old masterclass on defending and attacking there from rewatching the broadcast. It was fun. I love watching these broadcasts. The commentators are just super entertaining. I enjoy watching them as well. I'm gonna make clips of this and put them on the gram for sure. I got heckin' screen time, man. Of course I'm gonna put it on the gram. Oh boy. Before I go though, I got a genuine question. Should I tell my mom? Cause she doesn't know. She doesn't know jack shit. She doesn't know anything. Should I tell my mom? The thing is, cake. She doesn't know I even went for these tournaments, right? She doesn't know. She doesn't know I went for this. She doesn't know I went for MAM. She doesn't care. I told her like a couple of days before. I told her the night before, and she's like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool." That's it. That was the reaction. But do you think seeing that's gonna change her mind? My mom is a traditional Indian woman. She's unlikely not gonna change her mind. But like, what is the public stance? Do you all have any opinions? I would like to know. I'm on team. I'm not gonna say anything. If she wants to figure it out, if that's not obvious enough, I don't know how to make it any more obvious. You know, it's right there next to my bed. She comes in the door and that's there. That's funny. Welcome in, Elracer. Hey, no worries. Appreciate you here. You know what? It's been a while since we've raided somebody. And you know what? Since we have it's been a while since we've raided anyone. I say now is as good as time as any to do and raid. Let's go raid someone before we call it a night. Who do we have online? Young Jean! Oh my god, it's Young Jean, club class champion. Also honorary member who will be joining us in the quarterfinals as well. Give it up, Mr. Young Jean, everyone. Bro. I did the meme. Think I could? Nah, that's a bad idea. That's one of the million ways to die. I should not do that. TGR Pro P. Nah, it's not the P1. It's the P2. The P2 that matters. That's what matters, man. Now, but remember what we said, Youngjin. Realistically, in both MAM and in TGR, if everything went smoothly for everyone, I would have still ended up average, which is around P5, P4 to P6, anywhere within there. And I would have gladly accepted that because I know that's where I stand. Now I know where I stand among the best in the country, and I'm happy with it. I have a target now. I know who's ahead of me. I know my own competence. I know my own weaknesses. I know what I have. I know what I lack, and I know what to work on. So now my direction is clearer than ever. We've got a month to prepare for the quarterfinals. You best believe we're going to be pushing even more. We've sacrificed too much to get here. This ain't the time to quit. This is not the time to quit. Better than M-Force, yeah. Also, Youngjin, don't worry. I wrote the email. I haven't sent it yet. I had work today. But I will send the email soon. Don't worry. I will get us those certificates, man. Yeah, like I said, another story for another day regarding the MAM tournament. But there was some shenanigans happening there. 3 races there, remember? Sepang, Slovakia Ring, and Shanghai. Pretty fun. Also, I did some pretty good moves defensively. They called me John Brick Wall, as in nobody could get past me. We're gonna be on the finals this time. Manifest, baby, manifest. When we go to the finals, you see these two numbers here? We're gonna swap the numbers, right? We're gonna make it big number. Big money. No? We're gonna get big money. Big money. Big money. Thank you, Mav. Thank you, man. Really. We ballin'. We ballin'. We ballin', boys. Hey. We ballin'. And on that ball, I think it is time. I have work tomorrow. Very sad. I wish I could do this full time, man. I wish I could full time this. Hey, you know what? Oh, there we go. Good old Mr. Liam is in. Let's go raid him. Let's go drop him a raid. Oh, come on. Twitch, you're a real prick, you know that? You're a real... Money! We got money, Arthur! We got money! Hope I entered the right name. There we go. There we go. There's my boy. My boy Levitius. Let's go drop on the raid, pass on the love, carry this energy. Liam's a good friend of ours as well, a South American GT7 streamer. He's one of the best in the world as well. Huge respect to him. Yeah, definitely need to drop in more often, check up on him and, you know, just learn a thing or two while I'm re-acclimatizing myself back to GT7 for the quarterfinals of TGR, what's it called again? E-Racing Championship. I keep forgetting the name because it keeps changing every year. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. It's a bit of a different paced one. We will be back into sim racism very soon. Don't worry. There's plenty of that. Plenty where that came from. But like I said, temper your expectations. 6 hours of quota on LMU is a may or may not happen. 6 hours of Indianapolis definitely happening. And then GT7 for the rest of the month. Still going to figure out the logistics of that, but do expect a lot of GT7 coming up soon as well. So it will be awesome. Look forward to it. Lots of love to all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the love and support. Here's to more to come. Lots of love, guys. Bye-bye.